終わりなのか、ベアト。
Alright guys, welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. Now, guess what I have with me? I'll give you guys 10 seconds. Ready? That's right. It's tea. Wow, that was hot. I just prepared it a second ago. Yes, I have tea with me. And why? Guess why? Because it's a tea party! We are on Umineko and they cry, episode 4, tea party, part 2. And we are aiming to finish this tea party right now. I finally found time to get a 3-hour window where I can fully record Umineko without worries about having to take a break or something, without worries of having some chore I have to do, or some work that I have to do, or some assignment I have to work on. Finally, after a week of hard, busy work, I can read Umineko, and I've been so excited to read this, y'all. If you guys have been excited, I know a lot of you guys have been commenting under my videos, going, I'm in, when is the new part coming? And yo, I've wanted to read this. Like, forget putting out content for you all. I've wanted to read this myself for so long, but I couldn't. I couldn't find 3 hours of free time to read this because the first part took me 3 hours, and I don't know how far into the tea party I got. So I was like, all right, and I want to finish the tea party fully in the second part, right? So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna give myself a 3-hour window and hopefully I can finish it this time. Now I brought tea with me, which just like always, I'll drink it probably up. English just left me there. I'll probably drink it up within the first 10-15 minutes and without making much progress. But the thought is there. I made the tea. This is actually going back to episode 1, where episode 1 is the only other episode where the tea party spanned 2 parts. I'm pretty sure. And in the tea party, the first part of the tea party of episode 1, I didn't make tea. I didn't drink tea. I only did it for the second part. So, yeah, I guess it's kind of a callback to that, where in the first part of this tea party, I didn't drink tea. So last part I didn't drink tea, but now I'm drinking tea. So it fits well for the occasion. We can drink it again. It's some good. It's Earl Grey tea as always, the same one George was talking about with Shannon in episode 1. I'm pretty sure that as well. So, keeping it going. What did we drink in episode 1? The exact same one, Earl Grey. Episode 2, exact same one, Earl Grey. Episode 3, exact same one. All the tea parties. If you go to every single tea party, other than the part 1 of this tea party and the part 1 of episode 1's tea party, I've been drinking tea. Alright? It's a special occasion in Umineko, the tea party, and I love tea, y'all. I don't know if you guys know this, I love tea, so this tea party is perfect excuse for me to be drinking some tea. Let's go. It's some mighty good tea. And I finally found some time to record this. I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all been waiting a week, but before you guys, completely don't believe me or anything I say, I haven't been able to record One Piece. That's how bad it is. Now you know that's bad. Now you guys should be able to believe me, alright? Because you guys might go, oh, okay, I mean, just doesn't want to record Umineko because he doesn't care or something like that. Now you know it's bad. When I haven't had the time to record One Piece, that's when you know it's bad. So I'm recording this right now, and later when One Piece comes out, I'm gonna be reading One Piece, and also, well, I mean, the official. When One Piece comes out, I'm also gonna be reading that and then uploading that video probably after this video comes out. So yeah, that's how bad it's been. Okay, I haven't been able to read One Piece the day it's come out. So yeah, I haven't been able to record a video for that. But yeah, and One Piece only takes me an hour to record. Well, this takes me 3 hours. I mean, it's not supposed to, but in this occasion it does, and that's why my babbling isn't really helping. But yeah, so I apologize for the long break. A whole week, I'm pretty sure went by. Over a week went by without any Umineko videos for y'all, but also for no Umineko reading for me, which is kind of sad. Maybe I should have split this tea party up into bigger parts, like not just 2 parts, but even more, right? And then been able to maybe I would have been able to find some 1-hour windows where I could have recorded a part 3 or in a part 4 of a tea party. But nah, I think we can fit with this for now. I did get a comment a long time ago saying that one of the tea parties is 5 hours long. Please let me know when that is the case, because don't worry, that tea party will be split up in multiple parts. 2 parts will not be enough to deck a 5 hour tea party. That's why we're going to be split up into like 7 or 8 parts or something. That's gonna be a really long tea party, because this is 2 hours and it's split up into two 3 hour parts. So I mean, I don't know how long this is yet. I mean, haven't ended it yet. For all I know, we could be really close to the end of the tea party. That's the thing. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, maybe we're only 1 hour off, considering last video was 3 hours long. So maybe we're only 1 or 2 hours off. It could be 4 hours off. I don't know. But a commenter did tell me that this tea party was 2 hours long, supposedly, which means that for me it'll take me at least twice as much to read it, I bet. So yeah, I already drunk like a fourth of the tea or something, and I haven't even clicked on the first sentence that someone says. But yeah, welcome back. I've done my homework, writing down the red and blue truths from last part. We're good there on that front. I found time to do that. Because the thing that takes 15 minutes to do, recording a whole part takes 3 hours. That's a whole different thing. Or at the very least, what I mean by the reason why I say 3 hours is because that's the stretch I've made for myself to how long I'll allow myself to record a video, if that makes sense, without interruptions. Because if this only ends up being an hour long and I'm done there, and it's unfortunate. But even then, I don't think I've been able to find a 1 hour gap to be able to record a video. I mean, look, I've been able to record One Piece, and that takes me an hour. Don't worry, it doesn't typically take me an hour to read a whole manga chapter, but of course I stretch it out with me theorizing and all that stuff with One Piece. So, and I talk about all the different, I put my thoughts out there. So typically, yes, a manga chapter should not take you more than like 8 minutes to read or whatever. But yes. Yeah. To recap what happened last part, so that we can finally keep it going. You guys, this is probably gonna be lagging a little bit for you guys because it's raining. So to recap what happened last part, and then I'll make sure to read out what they say. But let's just move on past the stuff with Batter and just say he went around the place and found all the dead bodies and stuff like that, and we looked at the dead bodies in the character files. So we did all that, and then he ended up, or did we? We might not have done that, but maybe not. But we can check it out in a second here. Make sure that you checked out all the character files. But yeah, he checked out all the dead bodies, and eventually he ended. He had a whole day to investigate, and now at the last minute, couple minutes of before midnight, at the end of the second day, he's been finding Beato and using his blue truce to beat off Beato with the red truce, and he's gotten her pretty good, and he's asking her if it's over now, and we'll see how it all ends. But really quickly, I want to check the character files, because you guys have a point. You might be like, man, you haven't checked all the character files yet, what are you doing? So we'll do that really quickly. Kenzo. Okay, I don't think we've read this yet. Okay, discovered a burned corpse from the incinerator in the underground boiler room. As there were no signs that he fought to get out of the incinerator, it seems reasonable to think that he was burned after he was murdered. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes. Is that a Fate reference? But no, I have not read the Fate visual novel. It's from the song that Aimer made for Fate Stay Night. It was supposed to be the Fate Stay Night opening song, Last Stardust, it was then changed to Brave Shine, which is a banger, by the way. One of my favorite. I'm not even joking. Brave Shine is one of my favorite anime openings of all time. Unironically, I love that opening. I love the song. I love the visuals. But Last Stardust was supposed to be the opening song, but it seemed like maybe it was too low beat compared to Brave Shine, which is more hype or something. I don't know. But Last Stardust, actually singing it. I love Last Stardust. I think Last Stardust is. It's a great song, but basically this is the whole thing where she goes, where she's singing Last Stardust, and then she goes dust to dust, ush to ush, da na na na. I don't want to get copyrighted, so I did it there. But I say copyrighted, but you know what I mean. So the dead, he was burned. There you go, Fate reference. I'm sure if you guys have read the Umineko visual novel. You guys are probably visual novel fans watching this, so maybe you guys are also Fate fans. Fate, visual. They're both visual novels. Maybe there's a correlation there, or maybe the pornography turned you off or whatever. Because I know Fate has that. Well, I mean, you kind of needed that to start off, didn't you? So, hmm. But I know it has that. I know that has turned some people off the visual novel. Some people told me like, I don't know about it. But apparently, like, you need it for magic or whatever. But at the same time, to get started on your work, to get it enough popularity, I believe you kind of needed that back in the day, right? When Fate was coming out, what, 20 years ago or whatever. I bet the author probably kind of needed that, right? Not Higurashi though. Our boy, he don't need none of that. He's like, listen, I'll give you a compelling story. I don't need none of those fan service tricks to get you all hooked. And you know, he's got me good. He's got me good in Umineko, so fair play. And Higurashi, to be fair. I might be reading the Higurashi visual novel after this as well, but we'll take it way too far into the future right now. Let's chill out on that. Yeah, okay, anyway. Other dead bodies. Let's see. Cross. Corpse discovered in the vicinity of the mansion's back entrance. Back entrance? Didn't he and, Oh, right, no, right. It is, yeah. It is in the mansion's back. Because he and Nazi died in the, in the courthouse, in the lobby place, but the arrow from the Chester sisters got him, and then the corpses were moved to the back entrance of the mansion. That's correct. His head was half destroyed. No, wait, that was episode 3. Dum. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Yeah, no, oh my god, guys, forgive me. That's episode 3. Don't go in the comments right now going, Amin, you're an idiot. Forgive me. That's episode 3. Him and Natsuda at the same time. Natsuda in the first fight this episode. Cross, as he was running off with Kirie, and Nanjo died. Cross came closer to the back entrance, but then was killed there by the arrow. Kitty managed to make it to the house and then died in the room. Alright, right, we got it. We're good. Don't worry, guys. I'm not forgetting things. Okay, don't worry. Chill. I may be forgetting some stuff, but I try my best. I genuinely am. But I mean that. Right? I mean that not jokingly. I mean it. I am trying my best to remember things and to pull things together. I'm already thinking about the theory video, which, by the way, already in the comments section. I want you guys to let me know. Because the theory video, I'm thinking of recording it straight up in the music box of the Umineko visual novel. So I'm gonna, in the next video that I record, I want you guys to not only give me comments regarding, or you can even do it this video, it doesn't matter, this video and next video, both of them. But the most liked comment with a music preference that you guys want to listen to, which is going to be the song that we're going to listen to as we're theorizing the whole video. And the discussion / theory video is going to be several hours long, maybe. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I'm going to be discussing all my thoughts, okay? So, let me know a song that you think is fitting. You know what I mean? That is fitting for like a theory or discussion video sort of thing. And the most liked thing that by the way, the song has to be found in a music box and has to be a song that is featured in the first 4 episodes of Umineko. Just want to clarify. If it's a song from episode 7 of Umineko that I haven't heard yet, I can't access it from the music box. So make sure to have that with you as well. Make sure to remember that as well. Or else, yeah, you know what I mean? So, from the first 4 episodes of Umineko, let me know in the comments which song you think fits, or soundtrack, I should say, which fits for a discussion video. I'm thinking like, I don't know, I'm thinking like some slice of lifey type of thing, you know, nothing too hype, nothing sad, you know, just something slice of lifey, or maybe like a detective song that fits with like a theory crafting tone, maybe. And then a comment that is very liked, I mean, I'll probably listen to the soundtrack myself to see what fits, but don't worry, I'm not going to be biased. The top comment will probably just get picked as the song I'll use, because the top comment is probably going to be the comment that you guys, most of you guys, democracy here, will agree is the best soundtrack for this sort of discussion video thing. So that's another thing. Let me know. I'm going to be using the music box as a theory and discuss. Or if you guys want me to, I could use multiple soundtracks. Let me know that as well. If you want me to use multiple soundtracks, or if you only want me to use one, maybe hearing the same soundtrack over and over the whole video may be annoying for y'all. So let me know. And yeah, let me know what you want me to discuss in the actual video. I've already gotten a suggestion what I should discuss. Someone suggested me that I should go back and try to see the similarities between all 4 episodes and see if there is a main culprit or not. So already, someone giving me a suggestion. Let me give me more suggestions on things you guys want to discuss about. I already have thoughts of things I'm going to discuss. I'm going to make a whole. I'm probably going to make notes as well, Ryan. It's gonna take me a while to do all that, but yeah, let me know already. I just want to prepare it early out there so you guys are already prepared. Anyway, let's keep going. Alright, his head was half destroyed. It seems reasonable to think that he was murdered with something like a powerful gun. A demon's stake was rammed into the destroyed portion of his head. The tea is almost done, y'all. But this is to be expected. Alright, a demon's stake, right. None can escape the Chester's golden arrows. Okay. Nazi, I think we've already read. Yeah. Jessica, I think we haven't read. So, corpse discovered in her own room on the 2nd floor of the mansion. Her head was half destroyed. It seems reasonable to think. Okay. Destroyed herself with her own strike with George's counter-attacking type barrier. Wait, what? Destroyed herself with her own strike? Oh, right. That because George had the counter-attacking barrier and they went at it against each other and then, yeah, destroyed herself. Alright, got it. Eva, we already read. You've already read. George, we've already read. Brand of Humiliation, yeah, we already read that. Rudolph, we've already read. But Kitty's going to be new. Corpse couldn't get stream inside the mansion. A single hole right in the center of her forehead. It seems to think that she was shot with a gun or something. A demon stake was rammed into her forehead, but it's difficult to imagine that this was the cause of death. I didn't miss. I missed on purpose to torment her, yeah? It seems to be this was the course. Oh, a demon stake. Right. Okay, yeah, okay, we're good. Bat was alive. Yeah. Golden Witch. Okay. Nanjo, I think you're new. But it doesn't... A demon stake was lying next to his corpse, that's all. Yeah, that's all. That's the new stuff. Okay. A demon stake. Okay. Okay. Behind the mansion. Rosa, we've already read. Maria's new. Corpse discovered in the dining hall. Unable to locate any notable external wounds. Batter speculated that it may have been some type of poisoning. The most peaceful method of inviting a person to the Golden Land. Okay. Genji, you've already read about. Shannon, she's new. Corpse discovered behind the mansion. Her head was half destroyed. It seems reasonable to think. Okay. A demon stake was lying. Okay. The witnesses understand one thing at least. It was not the stake that killed her. Right. Okay. This is a message that I'm gonna keep with me. Because, okay, the stake was not the thing that killed her. Okay. Canon, this is new. Badger cannot discover his corpse. Killing him with magic is all very well, but without a corpse, he will inevitably be a suspect. Truly anti-fantasy, which is why I guarantee his death with the red truth. Truly anti-mystery. I don't think I've actually written down that. I haven't written down that Canon is dead in red, because I skipped. Right when I was doing my homework for this part, I skipped straight to the part where Battler and Beato were fighting. To write down the red truth. So I actually didn't write down. That's something I gotta do once this part is over. I gotta remind me also in the comments. You guys are probably gonna write some other comment if you want. You can add a little bit at the end, like I'm an idiot, you dumb idiot. Write down Canon's death. Because that's important. But even if I don't write it down, by the way, you don't have to, because even if I don't write it down, I'll remember. My head remembers. My head will remember something that important, so it's fine. Can hear with magic is all very well, but without a corpse, okay, yeah. Anti-fantasy, and then they say anti-mystery. So anti-fantasy, but now it says anti-mystery. So no corpse is anti-fantasy, but guarantees that with the red truth is anti-mystery. Because yeah, if you guarantee his death with the red truth, then it is anti-mystery, but anti-fantasy. Okay. Go up. corpse discovered in the Rose Garden storehouse. It is hypothesized that he was shot in the forehead and then strung up by his neck. Okay, they themselves put their necks in the nooses. It was an interesting... What? They themselves put their necks in the nooses? It was an interesting experience to try on occasion? But then you say it is hypothesized that he was shot in the forehead and then strung up by his neck. So you're saying that they're the ones who purposely hung them? This sentence here is saying that they themselves purposely hung themselves. But then this is a hypothesis that they were actually shot at first. Interesting. Kumasawa, same thing. As long as a locked room could be constructed, anything would have sufficed. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't think there's anything else we need to read about though. No other important corpses or people to really talk about. Nothing of note. Not on the witch side, not on the Angie side either. Alright, but I do think Amakusa could be dead. I think there's a chance Amakusa's dead. Alright. Is it over, Beto? Time to keep going. My tea's not actually fully done yet, so you guys are lucky here that we're actually gonna make progress while the tea's here. So here you go. There is nothing I can say. Now I actually agree with Battler here. I don't think Beato. I don't think Beato's. There's no way, right? I mean, think about it. I think Beato's been trickier than this in the past. I feel like it's been way too easy to beat her here. And I've said this in the last part as well, so it's fine. I'm repeating myself. It's over because you gave up. Not over because you can't do anything else. Because you don't have the capabilities to come back with more stuff. Hurry up and deliver the final blow, she said. In case the rain is making y'all not catch these messages. Witches do not exist. Alright. I hope you guys heard that. That was me officially finishing my tea, so no more of me annoying y'all with that. But I had to do it. It's a special occasion for the tea party. I had to do it. Alright. Just say witches do not exist. Take my last breath away. Zen dameda. Oh, Cross is coming back again. I think you've been doing that from the very beginning. In fact, I think you signed up for humiliation from the very beginning. I think it's humiliating the way you treat us humans. Calling yourself a witch and all that stuff. It is already settled. Stand up or brawl still isn't over. Still, you say? Just resigned, decided that you've had enough. It's insulting. That's what's wrong with it. But you don't want that though. Just abandon me right here. You don't want that though, Beato. You're lonely. You don't want me to abandon you.
俺は言ったはずだ。逃げない。そして、お前を逃がさないとな。
I won't run away and I won't let you get away either.
お前は何者だ。
Kin's suspicious.
そして一体何が望みだったんだ。
Who are you and what in the world was your purpose?
それが知りたくばそなたのお箱でも試せばよい。
My favorite move? You mean repetition requested? Who are you?
いいではないか。
Was that her monologuing a second ago? I guess it was.
ただの妄想、幻想。
A fantasy, an illusion?
それでいいではないか。
Can't you leave it at that?
全然ダメだぜ。
全然ダメだ。
俺はお前を逃がさない。
I won't let you run away.
俺はお前を
Eternity.
打
Great,
ち破る。
interesting soundtrack to play as Battle say I'm going to defeat you. I'm going to defeat you for eternity.
このまま逃がしてなるもんか。
Okay, I'm going to let you escape.
お前をうやむやにしたまま幻想の暗闇に逃げ帰らせはしない。打ち破る。完全にな。だから立て。弱々しいふりなんかするな。お前はまだなんてか隠してる。俺にはわかる。
Don't act all frail like that. You're still hiding several moves. I can tell.
なぜおとなしく見逃してくれぬのか。
What do you want to do, Beato? The impression I've got of you this entire vision of is that you're lonely and just lashing out, being a crybaby. But you're lonely and you're doing horrible things. Partly because you're lonely, I bet.
親父を、おふくろを、そしてエンゼを、いとこのみんなや親族のみんなを、そして使用人のみんなを、お前はあれだけもてあそんで殺した。
Yeah, like that isn't toying with lives. You know what I mean? I understand we're lonely and all, but you're still guilty of all that. If you choose to believe that you witches all exist, you still did all that.
その非道を、俺は絶対に忘れない。許さない。
I'll never forget, and I will never forgive your inhumanity. Same. I'll never forget that. I don't care. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget. I won't forget.
俺の肩にはよ、
Oh man.
まだエンジェの腕の感触が残ってるんだよ。
Yeah. As she was dying.
俺はお前の非道を許さない。だからそんなことで逃がさない。
I will not forgive your inhumanity, so I won't let you get away like this. Battler's eyes burned with the flames of hatred. Yeah, Battler. The days when I could earn his passion by appearing frail are now a matter of the distant past. Yeah, nah, no more of that. No, bro, Battler's passion in the past is all bullcrap anyway. You never deserved any. I haven't been tricked once. Battler would never sympathize with me again. Yeah?
狼と羊のパズルどころかこれじゃ狼
Ooh! Interesting point from Beato there. This is a very interesting point from Beato though. Actually, I should have mentioned this earlier, but this is very interesting. I want to spend some time talking about this right now, because I think this is important. I got a comment last time. A commenter told me that they told me something along the lines of it was a comment about how I said that Beato's tricking me even though she was monologuing, so it was her own inner thoughts. So how could she be tricking Battler? But what I originally meant when I said that she was tricking me, I meant she was tricking me, not Battler me. I thought she was saying that in her monologue because she can talk to me. Just like how she told me that Conan was dead in Red. right? And she was like, yeah, it didn't reach Battler, but it reached you, didn't it? So she was breaking the fourth wall. So maybe it was like, I was thinking, okay, more monolith from her, she was tricking me. That's how I interpreted it. But when I thought about it more, it's like, okay, maybe not. Maybe, you know, maybe she's not directly talking to me. But I still, after getting tricked that one time, I can believe her. And I didn't want to believe her. I was like, she tricked me. I'm never getting tricked again. And I feel like I'm still getting tricked, by the way, right now. But this is funny. This is really funny. But a comment told me after I said, but I have trust issues, because I replied to the comment like, I have trust issues. I don't know if I can trust Beth anymore. And then the comment replied with a very interesting thing that is actually matches up with what Beth is saying right now. He said, the commenter said, so truly like the boy who cried wolf, huh? And that is actually one of Aesop's fables that I know about. For a very specific, funny is subjective, for an interesting reason. Because the North Wind and the Sun fable is one that I'd never heard before Umineko. And we know now, we know the message of the story, right? The wind was trying its best to have the guy take off his coat, but the sun took his time. It just heated up the area enough to the point where the guy was like, alright, it's too hot, I'm taking off my cape. And so the sun basically did better, because basically the message is that if you do things slowly, you gotta ease into things so that you don't, if you do something too harshly, it won't work as well as if you ease into it. So that was something Beata did in episode 3, where she tricked Battler by making him slowly believe in her. Slowly, instead of going right at him going, haha, witches exist because of this, haha. Now slowly easing him into accepting her. That was how she was able to trick Battler. And she basically won, by the way. She even admitted herself that, yeah, I could have just had Battler believe for all eternity. But for some reason, she let go. On purpose. I mean, she started laughing and Battler was like, huh? Wait, why are you doing all this? You were tricking me all along? And so that's the story I know about. The Boy Who Cried Wolf. I know this story for a different reason. I've known this story for a while now because of, yes, of course, here we go, One Piece. Yeah, I know. What am I on about? But in One Piece, I say quick, but we'll see. A little thing about One Piece here is that there's a character in One Piece, a main character, one of the main characters. His name is Usopp. And you see how his name lines up with Aesop, right? Aesop, Usopp. Uso in Japanese is lie, or lying, or liar, right? His name is Usopp. And it's kind of a funny nod to Aesop, and how, because Usopp's story resembles Aesop's, fable about the boy who cried wolf. By the way, for any of you guys that are One Piece fans, or if you're not, fun fact, fable backwards is Elbaf. You know what I mean? Elbaf. Bro, it fits. But anyway, One Piece theories aside, I'm so hyped if Elbaf arc is next. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Let's go back to Minako. So with Usopp, he's the boy who cried wolf. That's basically what Usopp is. I'm gonna tell you guys his story real quick. I don't want to get too deeply into it because we can get into a whole One Piece discussion. But Usopp, basically, he was a kid from this town, and he kept shouting every day. He was going around in the morning in the village, going about the village or the town, whatever you call it. It's more like a village on this island, right? And he was going, pirates are coming, because in One Piece, pirates are actual things. Like pirates in One Piece, they're basically like the One Piece equivalent of terrorists or something. I don't know, or something like that. I don't, you know what I mean? Of bad guys. Pirates are coming. So he's going around every morning in the village, going, pirates are coming every single day. And the villagers got mad at him because he was lying and because the pirates never came. So he kept telling lies every single day. And Usopp also, he had a friend, a really close friend, who was this girl who was living in a mansion, and she was this rich girl who has this butler and some multiple butlers and stuff like that. And he kept telling her lies every day as well. Like kept telling her stories as well, about how he did some incredible things, fought octopuses in the sea, how he went on with his 800 men went on a mission to find some treasure. He kept telling her stories and these lies, and Usopp thought that, you know, and Usopp was genuinely having fun with her, and she was genuinely having fun with him. And Usopp thought that she believed in his stories, but she knew all along that the stories were lies. But obviously, she enjoyed anyway. She enjoyed Usopp's company because Usopp would climb up on a tree next to her on the window and talk to her and all that stuff. It was really wholesome. But then one day, the butler turns out to be a pirate. The butler that was working with her for 3 years, and the butler basically worked with her to gain her trust, so that he could kill her, take her, you know, kill her, that, you know, take over the mansion and take the money, take the treasures from the mansion, and escape with the money, like the pirate he is, right? Because that's what pirates do. Usopp learns of this, and you know what he does? He runs to the village, and to, of course, to his girl, going, guys, this pirate, he wants the money. The pirates are attacking the village and all that stuff. And obviously, what happens? The village doesn't believe him. Of course, they don't. Why would they? They again, every morning he's going. Pirates, you know, they're coming, so they don't believe him this time either. So they chase him out. So then he goes to to this girl that he likes, right? It's obvious he likes the girl. So he goes to the girl and then he goes, "Yo, your butler's a bad guy. He's bad." And then she goes, "Alright, Usopp, I was enjoying your lies up until now. I enjoyed your stories. I was genuinely having a good time. But this lie's going too far. This butler, Clador, he's been working with me for so many years now. That you're stooped low there, Usopp." And it's just going, "Your life is in danger." And she didn't believe him. She slapped him too. She slapped him. It was like this big scene, and I'm just there like, oh, no, Usopp, nobody believes you. And Usopp even has these 3 little kids that have fun with him. They're going like, ha 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 ha, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, let's have fun, woo, woo, you know what I mean? They like his lies as well. They're kids. They join up with him as well. And the kids also learn about the pirate. That butler is a bad guy and that pirates are coming to the village. And so the kids are like, "Usopp, come on, let's go tell the village. Let's go tell the village that there's a pirate coming." And Usopp has already tried doing that, but it didn't work. So Usopp goes, "Guys, there's no point." And Usopp, by the way, is someone that kept telling everyone that he's a brave man, brave warrior of the sea. Whoo! And the kids, when Usopp was like, "There's no point," the kids were like, "I thought you were a brave warrior of the sea. What is this? You don't want to tell the village? Wow, you're pathetic, Usopp. Wow." So even the kids that were joined up with him turned their backs on him. Everyone turned their backs on him. Nobody believed him. I'm not gonna tell you guys how it all ended up. You're gonna have to read One Piece. I'm joking. But moral is, the moral of the story of the Aesop's Fable. Aesop's Fable is not exactly that. Aesop's Fable is that the moral of Aesop's Fable, right? Or not the Aesop's Fable, the boy who cried wolf, is that liars, when they tell the truth, people still see them as lying. You never know if they're telling lies or truth anymore because they're known as liars. Once they're established as liars, they're always. You never know. You can never distinguish between truth and lies. And so, one message you can get from the story is that liars are rewarded. Because if you think about it, liars are rewarded. If they say the truth, people still don't believe them. So I can be deemed a liar, and then I can go say a bunch of truths, and nobody believes me. So Spatter a few parts ago saying, "Oh, I don't believe anything. I don't believe any of you guys. I only believe only the red truth." He's like crying, like, and then Angie hugs him and he says it in red, like, "I'm your sister. I'm your little sister," and all that stuff, right? And she meant that, obviously. That to me is so interesting. And now we have to talk about the boy who cried wolf, and the commentator that also brought it up is so interesting because I'm just gonna tell you guys how it ended with Usopp. With Usopp, it ended up with Luffy, obviously the main character of the story. He stood up with Usopp. He was like, I believe you, Usopp, and Nami and Zoro were there too. This is early One Piece, but this is the first 10 episodes of One Piece, the first 20 chapters of One Piece, very early on. I mean, you guys should know One Piece is a mammoth 1,000 chapters, but it's very early on in the story. Usopp is one of the first characters introduced. So they only had 3 crew members at the time. Now we have 10 or 11, 10. So they only had 3 at the time. And they're like, we'll stand with you, Usopp. And then they helped him out, and then they helped save the village. Then the village all, were grateful to Usopp. The girl Kaya apologized to Usopp. Was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. And they even got their ship, the Going Merry. Doesn't they got the Going Merry from Mary? Oh, that was great. But yeah, and then Usopp has continued lying after that, but the crew still stands with him with his lies, and he's known for lying because he's the boy who cried wolf. And so I thought about that, right? I thought about how I've treated Beato, where after episode 3, where I didn't want to believe anything she said, right? I didn't believe anything that Beato was saying because she tricked me before, and I didn't want to get tricked again. But then, if Beato is genuinely saying the truth, and I don't believe her, aren't I just signing up for it? Right? So, I've done some character development here. I hope you guys understand. I may have character development here where, instead of not believing anything she says, I have to do more critical thinking than that. Because I feel like by not believing anything Beato says, I'm just taking the easy way out. I'm just taking the coward's way out. And that's something I kinda reflected on after last part. And I mean this, y'all. I mean this. I reflected on it and I thought, you know what? How about, yes, she tricked me. You know what I mean? But also, I feel like if the visual novel tried, and yes, obviously the Gob George stuff, she tricked me again with Gob and George and Jessica. But I feel like now I think about it, that's like not believing anything that she says or anything that is shown is also kind of, it's kind of the coward's way out, because what am I gonna believe then? There's a conclusion I have to arrive at the end of the day. So I thought about it and I went, you know what? I have to decide for myself what I choose to believe or not, and I have to do it based on critical thinking. I have to decide for myself: do I believe what she's saying there, and do I not believe it? Right? If anything, Beato tricking me should have taught me that, not that I shouldn't believe anything I see or anything that she says. It's taught me that I need to decide better what I choose to believe and what I choose to see. It's taught me that I need to be better at being able to see people tricking me, and I need to be better at seeing the truth in what people are saying to me. And Angie said it at the beginning of the episode 4, where she was like, don't believe everything I tell you, but also think critically, you know what I mean? Maybe some of the things I see will help you. Take my advice, but just don't take it as 100% correct. And from that, I've thought about it, and then I realized, you know what? I have some personal character growth to do right here, in regards to the way I'm reading the visual novel. So there you guys go, right there, y'all, in the you know, you guys watching. Hopefully, you guys have understood that little shift that I've done there. However, that doesn't change that Beato's a piece of crap. That has not changed. You know what I mean? Right? I'm going to be better at critically thinking of whether she's tricking me or not. Right? At points where she's tricking me or not tricking me. I'm gonna try better at that, but that doesn't mean I've suddenly forgive the things she's done in the past. I still don't like Beato over the things she's done in the past. She's toyed with the corpses. Battler said it himself. I'm forgiving her for that. Alright? So, there's that. And of course, just because she's mentioning the boy who cried wolf here, and just because you guys in the comments as well, one person in the comments as well also mentioned the boy who cried wolf, doesn't mean I'm suddenly going to be like, yeah, that means she's not tricking me all of a sudden. No, she could still be tricking me right now as you speak. I still am not fully convinced that she's not tricking me. She can mention the boy who cried wolf or the wolf and sheep puzzle and all she wants to try and make me actually believe her. When in reality, she's still tricking me by doing this, by making me further believe that she's, you know what I mean? She could be doing all sorts of stuff. Something. Nah, don't worry. I'm in the zone now. I ain't getting caught again. But just because I ain't getting caught again doesn't mean I'm not gonna believe anything I see unless it's in red. I have to judge them based on their previous actions and stuff. That's right. Let's keep reading. Also, Usopp is great. Alright. You know what? If I can convince at least, you know, nah, let's stop it there. I do want to convince people to read One Piece though. That would be great. I haven't been able. I haven't had super great success at that. But actually, the guy who introduced me to Umineko, my friend, hasn't actually read One Piece. So if I can convince him to read One Piece, that would be a great, a huge W, huge W. I was able to convince some other person, but let's see. Just read One Piece. You know, I can. Anyway, let's keep going.
どうすればいいんだよ。どうすれば
What am I supposed to do? What should I do?
負けを認めるためだけに無限に戦うの。無限の魔女にふさわしき無限の拷問か。
You deserve the endless torture.
バトラに勝利を与えぬために無限に嫌がらせを繰り返すのもまた無限。悲しいな。
It's so sad. Your life has really been so sad, hasn't it, Beato? You kind of led yourself up to this, though.
こんなのが無限の魔法なのか。
Is this really the endless magic? I mean, whatever that means.
もう嫌だ。
I've had enough.
魔女たちに無限に玩具にされるなんてもう嫌だ。
Of endlessly being made into a witch's plaything. I've had enough. Well, isn't Lambda controlling agency your guardian?
勝ちはなく引き分け終了もない。
No victory, no conclusion with a draw.
ならばわらわを解放してくれる結末は
There's only one conclusion: defeat. Get wrecked.
魔女の道に落ちた時から悪魔と契約をしたその日から
Since the time I descended to the path of witches, since the day I made that contract with demons, how much do I believe that any of this actually happened? And how much do I believe that none of this happened?
末路は悲劇であると
Was it not promised that
約
tragedy...
束されていたではないか。
That was a long pause from Beato, no gonna lie. Was it not promised that tragedy would be my ultimate fate?
どうした黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェ。六軒島の支配者ならば最後もそれにふさわしい貫禄を見せてみろ。
If you are the ruler of Rokkenjima, face your end with appropriate majesty. Boom! Lightning strike. Lightning. The world was smashed with light. Fitting last moments for the ruler of Rokkenjima. Haha. Ha 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 ha. Great soundtrack. Still pierced by the blue stakes, Beato faced the rainy sky and let out a laugh. And then she slowly raised her face and fixed her eyes on Battler. Wow, you still have some fight left in ya?
愚か者め、そなたの健闘をたたえ、勝ちを譲ってやろうと思ったの。慢心したな。後悔するぞ。
You shall regret your complacency. We'll see about that.
それは譲られるものじゃねえ。お前から奪い取るものだ。お前だってそうだろうが。俺が魔女はいてもいいからなんて言い出せ。そんな甘っちょろい勝ち方が納得できなかったから前回はわざとああして最後にぶっ壊してくれたんだろうが。
Is that what you think is the case, Battler?
そうさ。俺は前回お前に一度情けをもらってたんじゃねえか。
That is true. Whether that last whether the sentence before the last is true or not is questionable, but that last sentence is true. She did show mercy on you for some reason.
だからその借りをこれで返す。俺の仇、俺の黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェ。
My golden witch? What do you mean by that? still got tears in her.
バカだ
Baka.
愚か者か二度とチャンスがあると思うなうわ
When Beato yelled, the blue stakes that had been piercing her chest blew to bits and disappeared. However, the blue wedge that had pierced her foot in the very beginning did not disappear.
まだ抜けてないぜ
Right, because that one is the one with Kinzo, so that one is hard to pull out.
18人目の X の青き真実が抜けていない
That one can't be pulled out. Okay, the phrasing. Multiple bad phrasing from me, multiple times in a row, and from Batter. Guys, chill.
そなたの副賞要求の一つに応じる
Look at her eyes, bro. Oh my gosh, she's tired, bro. Send her to sleep, Batter. Come on.
そなたの推理通り全ゲームの開始時金蔵はすでに死んでいる
Oh! Okay, we get that confirmed in red. I was going to theorize this. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This has been confirmed now. But I'm not gonna lie. In one of my notes that I put in for the discussion video, I was gonna theorize about how I thought Kinzo genuinely was that at the start of every game, and that's why they kept fighting him in the boiler room. But now Beto's confirmed it herself. But this is something I was having a thought of for a long time now, that Kinzo, because Kinzo, he's always been locked up in his room every game, and every time they find his dead body, because he's got polydactyli, famously, he's got a burnt body, smells bad, and they always find him in the boiler room. So my theory on Kinzo was that he was actually killed at the start of every game. It's something I've had a thought of for a while, especially after Battler brought up that Person X theory. But now Beto's confirming it herself, then I guess that leaves that discussion out in the discussion video that I'm gonna make after this is over. See, this is why I've left the discussion video for after the question arcs are over, because now things are getting confirmed that I otherwise would have theorized, and now it's not necessary because now it's confirmed. So, alright. Kinzo's that is that at the start of them for all the games. Okay. So the sprite we see at the start of all the games, that may not be. Well, is that Kinzo? Is that not actually Kinzo? That's for us to decide. How much do you believe what we've seen?
しかしならばつまりは一人を抜かせばよいとわらわはこれまでこの島には19人以上の人間は存在しないと宣言してきた
Okay.
それを金蔵の分一人減らす
Okay. So you're going to confirm in red that no more than 17 humans exist on this island? Is that it?
この島には18人以上の人間は存在しない
Here's the problem with that. Battler can make a similar theory for other characters too. Is that at the start of every episode? Easy. Not just that at the start. He could do this for... Can you confirm that the characters that have been said to be on the island already exist on the... You know what I mean? Because Battler can just say the same theory, Person X, for all 17 humans. So confirm for all humans, then we got a for real good discussion going on.
以上つまり18人目を含めるぞつまり18人目の X は存在しないこれは全ゲームに共通することである
This applies to all games, that is a good one. But it's still not amazing, because I feel like Battler could just swipe around for every character, including himself. You know what I mean? Who am I? Have I been dead this entire time? But yeah, that's not a fantastic red truth. Battler can counter that. I think. Or else? Yeah, he's good. Look, he's smiling. He's good.
そら見ろやっぱりまだとんでもねえ奥の手を隠してやがったぜ
It's not that crazy, but it's still crazy.
17人しか人間のいない島が18人と偽られてきたそれが1人減って17人になりようやく正しい数になったってわけだ
The biggest question I have is why did Beto wait so long to confirm this? That is the biggest thing. Why has Beato eased it up so long? Now that I think about it, when Ronobe shut her up in episode 3, was that when she was off to confirm that there were only 17 humans on the island? Maybe that's why Ronobe shut her up back then, because he was like, oh no, you're saying something too early. Was that in episode 2? He's like, no, that was in episode 3, I think. Ronobe was like, no, chill out, Beato, you're gonna say something you don't want to say. You're gonna regret saying this. It's too early for this. Is that it? But okay, anyway. Because it's interesting. Why have you waited this long to confirm something like this? Why has it been made to look like it's 18 people all along? Let's keep reading.
これだ。お前をぶち抜いていたくさびが抜かれたな。
Right? Especially if this is an argument she could have brought up all along. She could have said this from the very beginning. From the start of episode 4, she could have just said, ah, you think Kinzo's been dead? Okay, sure. Yes, he's been dead this entire time. By the way, only 17 people exist on the island. Is the reason why she's held off on doing that because she's planning to use Kinzo, quote unquote, as her trump card in episode 4? Is that why she held off on it? Because she's been scared of using Kinzo as her trump card? Right? Because Kinzo's her trump card. So if Battle already figures out that Kinzo's already been dead this entire time from the very beginning, then you know what's the point? She can't use Kinzo anymore as a trump card. I guess that is one argument for why she hasn't used this red truth already. Because I feel like this would have been a good red truth to already set up. But let's keep reading.
戦いはゼロから仕切り直しってわけだ。
Yeah. First things first, can you confirm that all the characters that were there were alive from at the start of this? You know what I mean? Let's not, because Battle can just continue arguing this for every freaking person. You could just go, alright, Rose has been dead from the start. This person has been dead from the start, etc., etc., etc. But okay, let's begin again. That stake has been removed. The original blue stake. The blue wedge that had soon Beato in place broke apart. There was no longer anything piercing Beato. The scars on her body had disappeared completely. There, just as Battler had hoped for, stood the imposing figure of the Golden Witch who ruled Rockenjima. Endless 9, yes, this is a good soundtrack. Let's go. Hype, 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 hype. Once more. Now this feels like a final battle. I think what we've done up until now has been like cakewalk, easy peasy. Now I think Beato's gonna be more serious, which is gonna be fun. Let's go. Alright, bring it. Yeah, even though you yourself admitted that you were going to lose in the end. Alright, we're good. Whew, roll it back. First game. I got some homework to do after this part is over, I bet. A lot of red truths I gotta write down, including Kanon's red truth. That's an important one I gotta write down. Before the Unhuman Party. After this. Here we go. Okay. Yep. Counter. Valid, okay. I shall add to the red truth, okay? Both hands are homicides. Good. Oh, good. Okay. It's not the case that after construction of the locked room, one of them committed suicide after murdering the other. Good. Okay. Okay. This. Okay. Now, I said last part in the comment section, I believe that I didn't believe that if I was Battler, I could have come to the same conclusion and been able to beat Beato last part. And I didn't say that to flex. I said it because I genuinely meant that. I said it because I was being realistic. I could do that. Most people could do that. But now things are getting serious. I'm like, okay. We really gotta think about this one. Wait. Both victims were in the same room? Question? Question. What about the windows? Locked or not locked? Next question. could the culprit have been hiding in the room? Hideyoshi and Eva came in, killed them both, then kept hiding in the room, and the room became a locked room. And then y'all came in, found the dead bodies, went out, then the culprit went out. Is that a possibility?
犯人にはアリバイのない人間を想定する。
Okay.
それは死者だ。最初の6人の死体の中には顔面粉砕による身元不明死体が含まれる。
Fantastic point from Battler. This is a theory that he already crafted from episode 1. That ow, my eye. Okay, I was scratching my eye. Okay, that among the first 6, among the people, one of the people that had their faces smashed, someone could have hid the fake body in there, like Rudolph or Cross or something. So fair point from Battler. Another thing I want to say regarding this is that another one of you guys in the comments also told me that, oh, Amin, don't believe it. Don't just go with everything Battler says, make your own theories. Don't worry, I am doing that too. I'm not just going along with all Battler's blue truths and going, yeah, hurry up. I am trying to make my own thoughts on what really happened, and not just going on with everything Battler says. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to use what Battler's saying either, because I'm sure there's a reason why the writer or the writers, I don't know if it's a single writer or multiple writers, I'm sure there's a reason why they put why they put Battler's blue truths there to begin with. Either they could be there to help us out, they could also be there to throw us off. Battler's theory craftings could be there to throw us off, to think differently than what the truth is. So at the end of the day, I'm going to be using Battler's theory crafting critically to try and figure out what the writer's intending to tell us. But it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy, and I'm not a smart person in regards to stuff like this. So I'll try my best at least. I'll tell you guys that much.
これが実は偽装死体で犠牲者のふりをして姿をくらました犯人 X が2人を殺したとの仮説は可能だ。そして犯人は密室殺人構築後ベッドの下に隠れ俺たち全員をやり過ごしたんだ。
Yep, that was what I was thinking. Someone hid under the bed or hid somewhere and waited for us to leave. Let's go. Counter battle? Valid?
よかろう次だ。
Okay, valid. We're good. Cool. Next.
ボイラー室に至ったカノンが殺されたな。
I think you can smash episode 1 pretty well. I believe the difficulty level for episode 1 was standard, so or easy-ish. So episode 1 should be relatively easy to smash at least. I think episode 2 was the one where she went really hard on me, where she was like, "Alright, the golden witch is meant to come at you all at once. Don't expect an easy fight." So episode 2, it could be harder, but we'll see. We'll get there. We'll get there when we'll get there.
赤き真実を追加する。
She shall add to it. Okay. Oh, I got so much homework to do, man. Alright, okay.
すべての生存者にアリバイがある。
Okay.
さらに死者も含めよう。
Let's include that as well. Okay, okay.
つまり島のいかなる人間にも死者にもカノンは殺せなかった。
No kind of human or dead person in the Yan could have killed Kanon. Wasn't Kumasawa down there with him? Wasn't that one of the theories that was originally made, that Kumasawa was there in the deck that killed him?
誰にも殺せないなら自分で殺したということはあるかもな。
He killed himself.
ならカノン君は自殺かもしれない。
Fair point. Valid?
不承要求。カノン君は自殺ではない。
Kanon-kin did not commit suicide. What a wild thing, by the way. If she declines this, that's a wild thing, bro. Kanon just killed himself in episode 1. Oh, she countered. Good. Okay, good.
カノンは自殺
Okay, yeah, good. Okay, yeah. I guess I was gonna say, here's the thing, y'all. The reason why I was hoping for a counter is because, like I said, I'm not just trying to. Yes, I have a big motive to beat Beto. Not kill, beat her. I don't want to kill Beto. Like I said, I expect my opinion to not kill Beto. But it's not just about beating Beto for me. I want to find out the truth of what really happened. And Kanon killing himself doesn't add up for me. So if Kanon did commit suicide, or if she declined this repetition request, I would have been like, huh? But you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. Kanon should not have killed himself, and I'm glad she declined this, not because she's not because she's being Beato, but because not because she's being battered by declining it or whatever, but because then okay, it doesn't screw up with any theories from me to think about what really happened, or else it will screw with everything, right? So this is good. Good repetition, good declining there, Beato. I actually wanted her to decline that. Fukushoyoku. Fukushoyoku. Good. Another good one. This is a classic from episode 3 where you claim that their deaths were accidents. So good repetition request. She might decline this one. Kanon's death may have been an accident. It may have been a trap or something. They can't repeat. Good. So Kanon could have been. It was a dark boiler room. As Kanon was walking, maybe he ran into something and stabbed him and killed him. All right.
その拒否で他殺を認めることも可能だが、お前はすでに赤で誰にも殺せなかったと宣言している。つまり他殺ではないんだ。これは第3のゲームの連鎖密室と同じ。
I literally mentioned this. Alright, going back to the rooms in the third game. I literally mentioned this, how it goes back to that, right? It's Kanon accidentally died, which is unfortunate for him in episode 1. But yeah, so she admits it was homicide, but she said that no one killed him, so no homicide, but also he didn't kill himself, so accident.
カノン君は自殺でも他殺でもない理由で死亡したんだ。状況は不明だが、事故死というわけさ。
The some crips are clearly dead from an accident. Okay.
胸に杭がぶち込まれて死んでしまうような、どのようなドジを踏んで事故死に至ったかについての説明は、悪魔の証明により説明拒否。
There we go. Devil's proof valid, and I'm gonna add to this again. What we're doing here is we're beating Beato, which is great. I'm super happy about this. I want to beat Beato. But this, like I said, this does not explain my own personal goal of trying to find out people's motivation for doing things or how things actually happen. How did Kanon end up dying in an accident? It doesn't really explain it, but we're beating Beato, so I'm happy about that. That's all I'm happy about right now. But at the same time, I do want to know what happened. But at the same time, we're beating Beato, so I'm satisfied for now. Hopefully, so I didn't phrase that in a way that you guys will come at me again. I am trying to find stuff, but I'm also really happy we're beating Beato, okay? I'm very happy about this. That's all I care about right now, that we're beating Beato. That's good. Damn. Oh, that's a quote, by the way. That's a good quote. That's a good quote. Oh, that's a quote to put in the yearbook, you know. Now that you have borrowed the power of the devil, you are without peer. That's a good one, you know. Beato! Wise words right there. The devil's truth is the power of the devil. It is valid. Let's go.
ならば、その後の客間にての源氏、男女、熊沢の3名の殺人はどうか。
Right, because they were the ones that died in the parlor, and then Mario was there singing. Do you wanna? This would be so easy to do. Do you wanna suspect Mario of having killed them? I mean, do you wanna suspect Mario of having killed them? What if the culprit that was disguising themselves? What if the culprit was among one of the first 6 victims that we couldn't see their identity and they hid a fake body there, right? What if they somehow managed to tell Maria? What if they were the ones that acted like they were Beato and told Maria to stare at the wall, killed off Genji and Andrew Kumasawa, left the parlor, and then Maria was just singing there, chilling? There we go. There we go. So the theory I just made could be valid. Still fine. My theory is still valid.
殺人を実行したのは 身元不明死体で姿をくらました犯人 X で説明できる。
Battle's making the exact same argument that I'm making, so I think we're good there.
そもそもあの3人の顔面も粉砕されていた。
Oh yeah! Fair point, good point, good point, good point.
どれかが替え玉死体の可能性は十分にある。
Another very good point.
身元不明死体についてその身元を全て保証する。
Still doesn't cancel out the complete blue truth, so we're good.
すなわち替え玉トリックは存在しない。
That's fine, we're still good.
ならば相打ち殺人で説明できる。3人はそれぞれに銃を持って時計回りに突きつけ、同時に相手の顔面を吹き飛ばした。
Wait. Oh, so okay, so she's denying the body doubles in general, not just of the three that died, but also any culprit X that could have done it. Okay, then yeah, alright, what battle she's using right now could work, yeah.
その後マリアがその銃を回収して隠した。
Yep,
これならどうだ。
that's actually a pretty good one. I love how Beto saying, what a ridiculous argument. I feel like Beto holds the real truth of what happened, right? She knows the real truth of what happened, and she's going, wow, that's not what happened. But that's a ridiculous argument that I can't decline, even though I know what really happened, and that's not what happened. That's a ridiculous argument. It is a ridiculous argument, because it is. That's what I love about this, is that Battler doesn't need a sound argument to win. I love this battle. I love this fight. I love Umineko for this. Because Battler can make the most ridiculous, bonka, crumpy, dumb argument. They all shot each other at the same time. Mario picked up and hit the guns. That's insane. Dude, if that's the real truth of what happened, that's crazy, bro. Even look at Beto's face. Look at even she's surprised. Like, what? That's insane. How did we come up with that, bro? If you're thinking like a detective, this is an insane argument. It's ridiculous. You're insane, Battler. But you know what? You're winning. Get the dubs, bro. Dubs. I love this. I love Umineko, y'all. Umineko, I love this so much. I love this fight. I love this. I love this. I love this. I haven't told you guys how much I love Umineko, you know. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is fantastic. Yo, I can't wait to read the rest of this story. This is amazing. This is amazing, man. Ah, okay. Dude, I've already spent over 170 or 80 hours reading this. Does it look like I'm enjoying myself? Do you think I would have put this much time into this if I didn't enjoy myself? Come on now, y'all. This is amazing. Then what about nothing at the end? Okay. Are you gonna confirm that it wasn't a suicide? Bang. Alright, she didn't commit suicide? Homicide. Good, good. All the survivors have alibis? There are no corpses of unknown identity. It was a homicide. Traps! Traps. Wait, does a trap count as a homicide? Yeah, it does, right? Okay, thank you. I was gonna say, do traps count as homicides? Alright, good. Battler. We're on the same page! We're on the same page! I love this! We're on the same page, good. Yes, she used the gun, exploded in her face, bang, she's dead. What was the state of her corpse when they found it in episode 1, by the way?
構えて撃った人間のちょうど眉間に弾をくれてやるように作られた罠の銃だったとすれば説明できる。
I think the explosion theory is even better, but it depends on Natsu's corpse state when she was dead. Because if her head was blown off or whatever, you know what I mean, exploded in her face, she died, right? Kind of a similar thing with the way Jessica's eyes were burned, but except the whole explosion happened. Nah, but or yeah, I mean, Sure, shot back into them. Sure. Trap.
夏日の額に生まれし銃弾は夏日の銃から放たれたものではない。
Okay, so there was so Nazi's corpse at the end of episode 1 was a bullet buried into her forehead, and it was a homicide. The bullet buried into Nazi's forehead was not fired from Nazi's gun, and it was a homicide. A trap can still count though, doesn't it? Doesn't a trap still count? Nazi walked into the walked down the main floor of the mansion. I forgot what it was called. Stepped on some button on the floor, which led to a bullet being shot to her forehead. I'm not gonna explain how the trap works. I don't need to.
夏日おばさんは内容不明の手紙によりおびき出された可能性がある。そしてオールに呼び出された。
The hall. Thank you, Bethel, for reminding me what it was called.
そして特定の時刻、特定の場所に立つように強いられ、あらかじめ設置してあった銃を利用したトラップ X により殺害されたんだ。
Yeah, this is what I was theorizing. Other than the letter stuff, this is what I was theorizing. That she was killed by a gun that activated when she was standing there. Yeah. Valid?
素晴らしい。
Subarashi! Valid?
そなたの暴論はもう心地よくすら
I love how even Beto's going, absurd arguments. Sure, we'll go with it. Because it's probably not what actually happened. That's the thing. There's probably... I generally feel like that what she lured out by the letter? Maybe. She stood at the specified place at a specified time. She trusted the content of the letter to do that. And then was shot by a specific trap X that shot her. It's a ridiculous argument. And even Beto's admitting that it's absurd and ridiculous. And I love it. But also, is it really what happened? And also... And also I'm thinking, I feel like Beto knows the real truth. Beto must know the real truth, which is why she thinks this is ridiculous, because Battler's finding ways to, Battler's finding ways to argue against her that went out against her red truth, which is why she's able to use the red truth to begin with, because she knows what really happened. But right? But that's why she's in the red truth. But Battler is arguing something insane that she can counter with the red truth, but also isn't the actual truth. So she's like, okay, damn, alright, fair enough. I mean, you've argued back. I mean, you haven't figured out the real truth, but you still managed to argue back. So fair enough. Valid. I'll lose this one.
敬意を表し第一のゲームをそなたに譲ろうぞ。
Out of respect? Come on now. Alright, fair.
感服したわ。
I'm impressed. Good game. Good game. First game dub. First game W. Alright, we won the first game. Let's go. The instant Beto admitted defeat in the first game, the stakes of blue truth once again pierced her chest, letting out a terrible sound.
くらいでは答えぬわ。まだまだ。
Mada mada! It's not over yet.
来い。第二のゲームだ。
Koi! Second game. Alright. Alright. Beto just barely pulled the stakes that had pierced her chest out. But even though there was no hole left behind, it seemed to be a deep wound which let out a massive amount of blood. And an intense pain of equal measure tormented her. But Beto grinned, grinding her teeth, and pushed for the next game to start. But I won't feel any sympathy. That's right! No sympathy. I have no sympathy for Beto. Let's go. Just by her existing there, we will be killed and made to suffer over and over. And Angie will be burdened with a future of isolation.
そうと。わらはここにただ笑うだけでも永遠の地獄は続く。そなたを妹に返しはしない。妹は帰らぬ家族に1000年の間泣き続ければよい。
Which is Battler saying this is shouldn't that be similar to admitting that magic and witches exist, saying that he'll be trapped here for eternity, for 1,000 years? Isn't that the same as admitting witches exist? But okay, you know what? Fair. Let's just keep going. I'm not gonna spend time talking about that now.
くそが情けも容赦もしねえぜ。第2のゲームだ。まずは最初の事件だ。
Okay.
6人が殺された礼拝堂での密室殺人については
You did.
当時の俺がすでに看破している。
That was a W you got at the time too. I remember that. That was your first W. That was your first victory, Battler. So I remember it vividly because I was like so happy that you won. And Beto was frustrated and I was like, yeah, let's go!
マリアの鍵を何者かが密かに拝借し、事件終了後に密かにマリアのカバンに戻したんだ。
Yep, yep, yep.
マリアの鍵はマリア受領後から翌日のローザ開封の瞬間まで誰の手にも渡っていない。
Why have you rated it with that red truth until now? Why didn't you use this red truth at the time in episode 2 when I was beating you? From the time I received her key to the instant was unsealed envelope the next day. The key did not but the key still ended up going from Maria receiving it to being sealed in an envelope. Alright, Maria's working with the culprit. Easy counter. Maria is working with the culprit. She's one of the culprits, just like in episode 1. In episode 1, she was also working with the culprit, wasn't she? You know, she was the one that hid the guns, according to Battler's absurd theory. So.
ジジイの主催と同じ構造で礼拝堂の扉がオートロックだった可能性がある。つまり事件前に開錠しておいて扉が閉まりきらないように石でも挟んでおいた。そして鍵をマリアに預けた。施錠はオートのため鍵は必要なかったとの仮説もあり得る。
That's a crazy theory, but okay.
金蔵の書斎以外オートロックの扉は存在しない。
Alright, so Battler C's been debunked, but my Maria working with the culprit theory is still on the money.
扉は犠牲者たちが内側から閉めたんだ。6人の中に犯人がいて5人を殺し死んだふりをしていた。
Okay. There was candy coming out of all their stomachs.
6人は発見時
Yeah.
にすでに全員死亡していた。
Confirmed that all 6 were the same 6 that were found when they were discovered. That's another thing I'm interested by. Because what if someone faked being there? You know what I mean? Faked another person being there that you claim was one of the 6, but it wasn't actually one of the 6. That's another thing I'm interested in.
全員が他殺だ。
Homicides, okay?
6人全員が純粋な犠牲者であり、相互の殺人には関与しない。
Ah! Mutual murder. So you're already debunking things that Bat was theorizing in episode 1.
相打ち殺人は存在しない。
No simultaneous murders. Okay. Alright, my theory still works out though.
熊沢さんをはじめ当時アリバイがない人間が存在した。そんな誰かが6人を殺し内側に隠れていたと仮定すれば問題ない。
True.
あの礼拝堂には誰も隠れていなかった。よってその引きこもり密室は通用しない。
Alright. I love how they're arguing back and forth here. My original theory that I said from the very beginning still has not been debunked. Because there has been a trend of Maria being sus these past games. She's saying, oh, she'd do anything for the witch. She's working with the witch. But I'm suspecting Maria here. I don't know about suspecting. And George, of course. George is sus as well. But Maria and George are the two. Because Maria could be working with the culprit. You know what I mean? In all these episodes, could be a common thing. Maria's helping the culprit. Although she did that in the second Twilight in episode 3. That is one thing that... Although episode 3 breaks so many rules. Episode 3 is the episode that stands out the most. So I'm interested to get into that. But okay, anyway.
どうしたよ、後ろ宮バートラー。それで終わりか。
I love how my original theory still holds. Get wrecked, Beato!
第2のゲームから甘くないぜ。
The second game is the one where you really went in, though, according to the game description. But I didn't feel like episode 3 and 4 are worse. Episode 4 is... Oof. Just episode 4 is hard because it's not even about the actual murders and how they happen. It's about how to explain the motives, the things people were saying. How? Episode 1 and 2 I can get. 3 is a bit harder. Episode 4 is crazy, bro. Is that just me? Am I the only person that finds episode 4 though? Like, the crazy... Okay, anyway, let's just keep reading. I'm talking too much. A tremendous exchange of red and blue truth. Oof. Okay, why is she getting stabbed so much? Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, yeah. She shouldn't be getting stabbed this much, she's good. The stakes and wedges of blue truth that I sent flying darted at Beato one after the other and one after another. Beato cut them down with her red truth, her red treasured sword, knocking them out of the air. Ah, Bachelor, come on! If I still have a theory left, then I'm sure you can bring out your theory. But the blood she had lost from the first game was probably awful. This intense exercise putting her under even greater strain. I could see her breath growing ragged. That's why I can't hold back now! I'll corner that witch! Yeah, I wonder if her getting more and more tired here is gonna give us an advantage later on. And this time, I'll break through her!
まだだぜ。ああ、ダメだ。全然ダメだ。俺のへりくつは終わっちゃいねえぜ。ならばこれはどうだ。
My twisted logic. Your logic is very twisted, Raptor, but let's go with it.
彼らに与えられた飲食物のが入っていて、腹の中で爆発した。
Oh my god! Wow! Hey, you know what? A for imagination. A for imagination. Never thought of that. I can't believe it, bro. I didn't even read the rest of the sentence. I just went. I read the food they were given had small bombs in it, and I just started laughing. I was dying, bro. I can't. Whew. Bro, Battler series are amazing, bro. Now I see why you guys in the comments were like, yo, Amin, don't just trust anything. Don't just go with everything Battler says, alright? Some of his theories are cuckoo sometimes, alright? They're kind of crazy, bro. His theories are wow. Hey, as long as they work, as long as you beat Beato, his theories can be as crazy as possible. They may not reach the real truth, but we're beating Beato. That's important. Wow. Wow. I refuse to explain. Wow. I feel like my theory is so much more plausible. Like, and I'm talking more like, as in, realistic of what could actually happen. I'm not saying this isn't realistic, but this is ridiculous, bro. Even Beto's enjoying these absurd theories. But I feel like I'm trying to arrive at theories that are more, okay, feasible in a way. This is 1986 mansion, okay, rich family, extreme hyper genius bombs aren't impossible. Kenzo did build a whole underground passage from a mansion to a hidden mansion, so you know what I mean? It's okay, I get it. Some things can be ridiculous, but this is funny. Even she's like, oh my god, I can't believe it. It is crazy. Hey, if it works, it works. You know what, Beto? This is one of the times I'm actually enjoying myself with you. I'm sharing in your laughter. This is kind of crazy. But Beto failed to knock down the blue wedge as it flew at an angle like a curveball. Alright, we got her that time. Oh my, okay, wow. That did a whole animation, that was cool. It That out loud thunk and gouged itself deeply into her left shoulder. However, despite being on the receiving end of it, it seemed she couldn't stop laughing at how much of a curveball it was. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Yeah, no wonder. Even I'm amazed at how screwed up this reasoning is. Oh. It's true. If it works, it works. I respect it, Battler. Let's go. No problem. Valid. Fake it till you make it, bro. Fake it till you... Be like Buggy from One Piece. Buggy from One Piece is the definition of fake it till you make it. He's one of the candidates to become the Pirate King, by the way. Buggy, you heard that right. He's one of the candidates to become Pirate King because he faked it till he made it. He keeps faking it to the top. He's one of the most dangerous people in the world. Even though he's Buggy, bro. He's Buggy, bro. Oh my god. Alright. That's kind of weird. Should go to a therapist, maybe. Right, okay. Yeah, okay. And now I'm wondering about how they're talking to each other after they died. That one was wild. Okay.
使用人室でカノンらしき謎の人物が襲いかかり、南條と熊沢が殺されたな。
Attacking something from mystery person who seemed to be Kanon and Nanjo Kumasawa were killed, right? Yeah.
カノンの死亡はあの時刻以前に赤で宣言済みだった。
Okay.
ならば、あのカノンは何者だというのか。
Couldn't some have disguised themselves as Kanon?
カノン君の死亡は赤で宣言済みならば生きているわけがない。よって襲われた彼らがカノン君と誤認するような何者かの変装の可能性がある。
Okay.
彼らは異なる人物。カノンと誤認することは絶対にない。
Right. Basso can counter back with the theory he made about how the name Kinzo is passed down. And maybe same thing with Kanon. Especially considering the fact that Kanon's name to begin with is fake. Remember that? Kanon's name isn't actually Kanon. He has a different name. Just like how Shannon's real name is actually Sayo. From George confirmed this. Kanon's actual name is not Kanon. So it could be another Kanon that has been given that name. So similar argument to Kinzo.
ならば、金蔵の名の世襲と同じに、カノンの名が世襲された可能性がある。
Okay, so Battler's going along with me here.
カノン君が殺され、別の人物がその名を受け継ぎ、彼らを襲ったと仮定できる。
Especially because Kinzo has created servants or whatever. It sounded like a watermelon being squashed rang out, and a blue wedge was buried deep into Beato's left flank. It looked like she felt that one. Maybe it hit her in a bad spot. After leaning over and moaning for a while, she laughed it off as though trying to make it seem like no big deal. Yeah, I can tell. That must have felt like a... Hey! Yeah, that must hurt, mustn't it, Beato?
またしてもこともなげに人間の誰かを犯人に仕立ててきやがったぜ。ゲーム盤上では口が裂けても言えぬことを実にシャーシャーとのたまう。
You are gabbing on about things you would never see on the game board in a million years.
しかし有効だ。
Hey, anything to beat you. That's all we care about right now. We want to beat you. It's absurd, but we want to beat you. It's valid, okay.
その暴言心地よし。
Alright, get tickled then.
心地よいぜ。
Sus. Alright, okay, sus. That's sus. Weird. Again, get a therapist or something. That's weird.
痛みではない。
Sus.
心地よさだ。
Okay, I did not know Bert was into this extreme amount of BDSM. This is wild. You're getting stabbed through. You're getting wedged. Phrasing. When Beato howled, the wedge that had pierced her was blasted away. But the wound remained and continued tormenting her with intense pain.
いいのか続けていくぜ。第2のゲームの最後の殺人、夏日おばさんの部屋で死んだ3人についての青き真実は18人目の X を否定されても有効のはず。
The blue truth given for the final murders in the second game. The three who died in Nance's room should still be valid even with the 18th person X denied. Wait, I didn't read that sentence properly, sorry. The blue truth given for the final murders in the second game, the three died in Nance's room, so George, Shannon and Gora, should still be valid even with the 18th person X denied. Yes. Yes.
赤で反論はあるか
Yeah.
なければ第2のゲームも俺のものだ。
ああ、ナイス。そのようなさまつで戦うのもつまらない。
Alright.
くれてやる。第2のゲームなど貴様にくれてやるわ。
Let's go. On to the third game. That must have hurt. She's really giving it her all for this one, even though she's getting wrecked. She's getting that must hurt. The instant she also, why is there a voice in the background talking like a buzzer? Anyway, the instant she admitted defeat in the second game, this time 2 blue stakes gouged through Beato's chest. The witch's lungs were gouged and her intestines. The witch's face twisted in anguish. Her body twisted as she gasped in pain.
痛えのか
Does it hurt? Better.
痛い
Angie felt a million times worse pain in this in her isolation. Although you've been isolated yourself, haven't you, Beato? You've been lonely. Except you've been a piece of crap as well as lonely. Angie hasn't been well, maybe a slightly sus, but not as bad as you, that's for sure. Angie's not as bad as you. Nowhere near. No comparison.
いやいや、くすぐったいくらいよ。
Oh right, you're into BDSM, I forgot. The tickles is your pleasure, something like that? Weirdo. Weird. We all know you're weird.
全身を細切れにされてくず肉の山にされたお前の妹に比べればね。
Yeah, you're trying to provoke me? We're good.
お前もくず肉にしてやるぞ。兄弟仲良く混ぜて合いびきにしてくれるわ。
Don't worry, you can't provoke me. I'm beating you and then we're off. Oh wow, Battler's crying here. Okay, I guess it might have worked on Battler.
ぶち殺してやる。お前を同じ細切れにしてやる。
I'm not okay with that. Don't beat her to death. Don't kill her though. Beat her, right? As in, like, give her a punch or something, win the game, and then leave. Do not kill her. Don't do any of that.
次だ。第3のゲームだ。いつまでへばってやがる。てめえを地獄に叩き落としてやるのはこれからだ。
無論よ。これくらいでへばるものか。そうとも。まだまだこれからよ。さあ、第3のゲームを始めようぜ。まずは最初の6連結の連鎖密室。
Alright, well, I proposed a pretty good tier at the time that she couldn't beat, and Ronabe, you're about to reveal something that Ronabe didn't want you to reveal, so are you gonna reveal it now or not? Because I proposed a pretty good tier about how they all died in an accident. Let's go.
本来ならこの密室はそなたが当時にカンパしている。
Right, but you have a right to deny it, right? Sorry, they didn't all die by accident. Only the last person with the key died with an accident to create a perfect sextuple locked room. Perfect linked locked rooms.
しかし、そなたは金蔵を殺してしまった。
Okay, someone dragged Kinzo's body. Was it? Where was Kinzo's corpse in episode 3? Was it in the boiler room as well? Because if so, we're good then still. Or no, wait, was Kinzo in the chapel maybe? Was Kinzo's corpse put in the chapel in episode 3? Maybe. I don't exactly remember if Kinzo's corpse location was in episode 3. But it might have been in the chapel. Either way, culprit put his corpse in the chapel, then died accidentally in an accident at the end. At the time, I hypothesized that Gramps was the culprit, and then after killing the other 5 and sharing the keys across each room, he constructed his own locked room in the boiler room, where in the middle of he did that in the boiler room, where in the middle of carrying out some kind of scheme, he had an accident which resulted in him burning to death in the boiler room. You can make a similar theory for any of the other 5 though, even if Kinzo was already dead in the boiler room and a locked room situation was created. So, as in the culprit locked the room with Kinzo's dead inside and then went off and then died in an accident. So, yeah. But now I've gone and declared that Gramps was already dead, and she confirmed it in red, so I've denied my own theory. The irony! However, we're still good. Yeah, that's not an issue.
親族会議中だった大人たちが全員グルで犯行に及んだとさえ言い切れる。
マスターキー5本は全て5人の使用人の懐よりそれぞれ発見された。個別の鍵は死体の傍らの封筒の中。
Now that I'm thinking about it, that is crazy. All the individual room keys were in the envelopes alongside the corpses, as if the culprit was trying to send a message there. Interesting. I'm thinking about like the real truth. Why would the culprit actually do that? Okay, anyway. Each in the pocket of one of the servants. Okay. 5 master keys, 5 servants, plus Kinzo in the boiler room. Kinzo's death in the boiler room happened first, because that happens at the start of every game. Before the start of every game, Kinzo's already dead in the boiler room, already burning or whatever. Then you lock the room. Because Kinzo's already dead. So all that remains are the 5 servants. Alright. Blue truth valid.
連鎖密室に関わるすべての鍵が連鎖密室内に閉じ込められていたわけだ。ドアの隙間だの窓の隙間だの通気口だの、そんなところを使って密室外から鍵を戻すことなどできるぞ。
Still, blue truth is still valid. Original blue truth with another servant is still valid, so we're good. Deny that it wasn't any of the servants and we're good. Or else we're good. Interesting enough.
彼ら全員には致命傷となった重曹と思わしき傷跡があったぞ。
Well, that can be denied easily, actually. But wait, I missed the part where she completely denied that one of the servants could have committed the murder and then killed himself, or accidentally died in the last locked room. I missed the part where she denied that. But okay, assuming she denied that, I don't remember her denying that. Again, this last bit can be denied because all them. The last person could have just been killed by a fatal wound. Well, could have been shot by a fatal wound. Got in the room, locked the door to the room, then be poisoned by gas, and that killed him. I shall say more with the red. Okay. When the 5 other than kids were killed, the killer was always in the same room as them. Okay? Are they declared in red at the time there were no suicides? The kill was also in the same room as them is interesting. And no suicide. Okay, I don't understand. One of the servants killed the other 4 people, went to their own specified room, locked the door, and then died in an accident. I don't understand how you've been able to deny that. I don't get it.
犯人は全員をそれぞれの部屋で殺害後連鎖密室を構築した。しかし最後の部屋の鍵だけはどうしても密室内に戻せない。
Wait, she never confirmed that the deaths were homicides. But there was no way for the culprit to return the key for the last room to the inside of the locked room. And the culprit was always in the room with the victims that died. Every single victim, right? But she, at the same time, she confirms that the culprit was always in the room with the people that died, but she also didn't confirm that all of them were homicides. What's that about? That feels contradictory to me. But there was no way for the culprit to return the key for the last room to the inside of the locked room.
だが戻すことはできたぜ。死体の第一発見者が鍵を見つけたふりをして誰かの死体のポケットから取り出して見せればいいからだ。
Wait, what's Battle theorizing here? After the murder of each person in their respective rooms, the culprit constructed a link to the locked room. But there was no way for the culprit to return the key for the last room to the inside of the locked room. But there was no way for the culprit to return the key for the last room to the inside of the locked room. But they did manage to return it. The first person to discover corpses had to pretend to find the key and pull it from the corpse's pocket. I don't understand Batter's argument here. I don't get what he's saying. After the murder of each person in their respective rooms, the culprit constructed a linked locked room. There's no need for the culprit to return the key to the But there was no way for the culprit to return the key for the last... I don't understand the second sentence. But there was no way for the culprit to return the key for the last room to the inside of the locked room. What is he even saying there? The culprit to return the key to the last room to the inside of the locked room. Okay, I think I get it. After reading it a couple times, the entire thing a couple times, I think I get it now. So the culprit, who I'm guessing Battery is saying is one of outside of these 6 that died, killed each person, constructed these locked rooms, but the last person's locked room hadn't been constructed yet. So the culprit then took wait, let's find the key. Right, so I'm guessing they're saying that. Right, okay. So they constructed the 6 locked rooms. I think I get it. What Battler's saying here now. They constructed the 6 locked rooms. Then the culprit didn't. This for the 6th room or the last room or whatever. That wasn't a locked room at the time that all 6 had died. So the culprit then was one of the first person to, or no, it didn't have to be culprit. Someone found the first corpse that had the key to the last room. They then took that key and constructed the locked room in the last room, creating a perfect 6 locked room. I'm guessing is what Batter's saying here. Yeah, I think that's it. And that should be good. She couldn't fully block that blue stakes retort. Pushed back by the blue wedges, unleashed one after another. Beato finally failed to block one, and once again took a severe wound. As she howled in pain, she pulled out the blue wedge that pierced her right arm. That must hurt, huh? Beatrice's entire body had been slashed and pierced with blue wedges, stakes, and blades over and over again. And by now, her whole body was covered in blood. But even so, Beato grinned, cackled, as though she was enjoying it.
エンジェル、親を連れ戻して帰宅すると約束した男がどの口で親を犯人にした説を語るというのか。
Good point from Beato actually here.
いいぜ、それでもいいんだぜ。
Because at the end of the day, Beato is suspecting his own parents, well, I mean, or at least relatives, of being the culprits, right? Because he's not suspecting the servants here. Even though he wants to go back to his family and all that. But at the end of the day, a culprit exists.
家族で仲良く大量殺人に手を染めて、決して落ちぬ血にまみれながらエンジェルのところに帰れよ。
Can be a big happy family getting their hands dirty with mass murder and return to Angie stained with blood that will never come off. Interesting. Interesting.
それでこそ魔女の島からの生還者にお似合いだぜ。クズ肉エンジンにぴったりだ。
黙りやがれ。てめえを殺せ。
Don't kill her. I don't approve.
バラバラにして殺せ。
I don't approve.
命乞いの必要はねえぜ。絶対にこの手で最悪の死を与えてやる。
I don't approve, but also, Beato makes a good point there. She made a good point at the end there. I'm not gonna lie about her. She did make a good point.
ああ、そなたならできるだろう。千年の糧に残虐の限りを尽くしきったわらわにそれに見合う最後を与えてくれるだろう。
See, I don't know if I believe that.
ああ、それは痛いのか辛いのか、それともくすぐったいのかな。これくらいで答えるかよ。来いよ後ろ宮バトラー。まだ謎は残ってるぜ。
There are still mysteries left. Episode 3 is surely not over yet. We still got the second Twilight, etc. Let's go. I had already counted my first powerful move, the 18th person X, by making the number of people on the island 17. But just limiting the number of people to 17 doesn't overturn the theory that Aunt Eva is the culprit. I can crush most of the murders in the third game with that theory that she hasn't denied yet. Blood was dripping from all over the body of the Golden Witch. I was scorning her, and this time, completely without mercy. This isn't a game played only to determine a winner and a loser. Yeah, we're not playing around here. Even just playing and fighting like this here delays the trip home. In her isolation, Angie will continue to have her heart torn apart by loneliness and sadness. I have to go back to Angie as fast as I can.
ボロボロだな。虫の息ってやつか。
I may need to go pee soon, y'all. I don't know how long you've been recording, but I may need to go. Might be the tea I drank earlier. The tea I drank earlier has come back to haunt me. Has come back to tell me, yo, Amin, you need to pee, bro. Pee out this tree that you just drank. Nah, but I also drank water earlier, so yeah, I probably need to pee that out. I'll probably go soon, but we'll see. We'll keep reading a little bit. I'm not that strong about it just yet, but I think we've been going on for a while now, over an hour at least, I'm sure. So we're still not done with the tea party. Let's go. It's still far from affecting me. Something like this barely tickles.
いらねえようだな。容赦。
元よりそのつもりもなかろう。
存分に行くぜ。
そうせよ。逆の立場だった時、 わらわは容赦しなかった。
It's true.
だから
Wait.
そなたそのチャンスがあったならそうするべきであろう。
I find it interesting that she says rules were reversed.
じゃないとまた別の世界の孤独な演者を呼んで今度は獅子を引きちぎって槍に刺して炙り焼きにしちまうぜ。
Why is she trying to provoke me again? It's not gonna work on me, but it might work on Battler as seen earlier. Yeah, it works on Battler. Doesn't work on me, but it works on Battler. So yeah, Battler's getting provoked.
もう二度と俺の家族も親族もそして使用人のみんなもお前のおもちゃにはさせねえぜ。俺はすでに第4のゲームの謎も全て青き真実で打ち破っている。残る謎は第3のゲームの一番最後。
I mean, yeah, but I mean, have you though for the fourth game? I feel the fourth game is still. I feel there's still things for the fourth game that is gonna be rough. But okay, how are you gonna do the third game? Now if you can't use the Kinzo theory, how are you gonna break the third game? Cause I made that one ridiculous theory at the end of the third game. Never stop thinking, Battler. But there must be a way to figure it out.
南條先生の殺人だけだぜ。
The murder of Dr. Nanjo. The most tricky murder. The hardest one. It's the hardest mystery.
おいわらわはもうそんなところまで追い詰められている。
But we know that's solvable because Beato won against Eva Beato at the end of episode 3. So we know it's clearly solvable.
わらわも風前の灯火であるな。
But Eva was the culprit. I'm convinced Eva was the culprit for episode 3. I'm convinced. Well, I mean, I don't know how convinced I am, but she did kill Battler. She killed Battler point blank, bro. But at the same time, am I to believe everything that the visual novel shows me? I have to critically think here because the visual novel has on multiple occasions shown me Kinzo being alive, quote unquote, even though now it's been confirmed in red that he's been dead at the start of every episode. So I can't believe everything the visual novel shows me. And it's also shown me, quote unquote, magic, but I don't know how much I'm willing to believe that either. So yeah, it's you gotta decide for ourselves what we choose to believe and what we choose to not believe. Do we choose to believe that Eva at the end of episode 3 really killed Battler as like how we actually saw it? I kinda do wanna believe that, which would mean Eva is the culprit. But then with that, how did Eva manage to kill Nanjo even though she was supervised and has no alibi? Battler and has an alibi, I mean, Battler was with her, supervising her at all times. Could the theory that Battler was hallucinating work? Did she debunk the theory that Battler was hallucinating and wasn't, and you know, he felt like he was properly keeping watch of Eva? Could that work? Let's see. Yeah, you keep coughing. She coughed violently, spitting up blood. Her insides had been punched through so many times. It was only natural.
ということ、この南條先生殺しの謎だけがお前が魔女であることの最後の防衛戦ってことになるな。
そうなる。これを破られた。わらわは全ての謎を破られた。
All of your mysteries, not the actual mystery.
そなたの真実に移り変え、新しき赤き真実で反論するか。新しき謎を保持しない限り。わらわは真に。
She says this as if I'm not sure I believe this because I feel like Beto can keep going with the right truth here, but it's trying to make this as convincing as possible to Battler that she tried her best before going and dying. I feel like she's trying to convince Battler that she actually lost, even though I don't feel like she actually lost here. It's like a trick here once more. And now I know what you guys are thinking. Amen, but again, didn't you talk about the boy who cried wolf? Are you gonna, like, even when she's telling the truth, you won't believe in her? No, I'm just actually trying to actually think, reason that, okay, maybe she's tricking him again, you know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna get tricked again by Beto. I'm not gonna believe that she actually will die here. There's no way. I don't believe that, y'all. I'm not getting tricked again by Beto, don't worry, y'all. So, while yes, the boy red wolf is a thing, and yes, I've admitted it, but that doesn't mean that the otherwise isn't true either. So
追い詰められて風前の灯火って感じには見えねえぞ。
well, yeah, cause Nanjo's is crazy, bro. Cause Nanjo is the one where it's like, if you can solve Nanjo, a commenter even told me this when Nanjo's murder happened. It was like Nanjo's locked room, not locked room, but Nanjo's thing happened with Avatrice in episode 3. They told me that if you can solve Nanjo's murder, you can solve everything else in Umineko. You can solve every murder in Umineko, sorry, not everything else. There's a big difference between solving the epitaph and everything and solving just the murders. If you can solve Nanjo's murder, I feel that makes sense. That has definitely been the hardest one.
まだ何か隠し玉を持っているが
I mean, yeah, Nanjo's murder is crazy, bro. She's debunked your theory about there being an 18th person X. So how are you gonna get Nanjo's murder out?
さあどうか
And let's just hear that one of the other 17 people also already dead at the start of the episode, and then boom, kill Nanjo. The 17th person killed Nanjo. Can she deny that too? Can she deny that for all 17 people?
わらわも千年の長すぎる生涯を愛というその果てに巡り合ったそなたという公的種によって生涯を閉じるのも悪くないと思い始めて
Yeah, huh?
そなたならやれるよなやってくれよ
I don't wanna kill you though. I just wanna win this game and leave. I don't wanna kill you.
頼
No.
む殺してくれよ
Especially if you're suicidal. That's even more of a reason for me to not want to kill you.
殺してばっかりで殺された試しがねえんだよ
And you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You're not getting it. I mean, Battler might give it to you, but I don't want it.
お前ら18人を幾百と殺しては来たけれど殺された試しは一度もねえから一回くらいは経験してみてんだよ
Interesting that she says hundreds of times, even though we've only seen it 4 times. As if she's done this game board thing plenty of times before this, before fighting Battler. It was a graceless show of bravado, unchanged from before. But blood dripped from her mouth. Her once beautiful dress was covered with holes, and blood poured from all over her body, making her physical appearance look very different from her attitude. Perhaps she was still suffering from the shot she'd taken to the flank. The way she was unconsciously clutching it lacked any trace of elegance. But there's no room for compassion. As long as I feel sympathy for this witch, my family and I won't be released from this place. Until I defeat her, you won't be able to go home. In this world we live in, even people who see each other as enemies can come to understand each other if the situation changes. Interesting. Battler be saying this, but absolute evil does exist. Oh! Battler's convinced that absolute evil does exist. So, we can come to understand each other, but absolute evil still exists, still pertains. That is an evil which brings misfortune by its very existence, and is to be spared no compromise. And you think Beato's fitting of that title? That she's absolute evil, Battler? And how are you to judge that? How can you be so sure about that? Nah, I don't agree with what Beato's doing. Listen, I'm not gonna forgive Beato either. But absolute evil, I thought, was the black witch or whatever that Angel was seeing with Kasumi. That was the absolute evil witch, right? Just by continuing to exist, it is evil. All right, Battler's convinced of this, alright?
お前をアーレンが思わぬ。お前が俺たちの誰にもあれまなかったように。
I'm with you on that. I don't feel sorry for her. But I'm not going to be done to kill her. I wouldn't kill her. And I'm also not going to call her absolute evil. But I don't feel sorry for her.
そうと
As in, some of the things she did, evil. I'm not gonna call it absolute evil. Because again,
お前らゲームの駒だぜ。
she still sucks though. I hate her.
毎回毎回最初の6人は誰を殺そうかな。次の2人をどう殺そうかな。
So you are the one that decides who dies at the start. There's no such thing as a demon's roulette. It's made up. I knew it. It's all fake. The demon's roulette was Cap from the very beginning.
もっともっとグロい殺し方はねえかなって考えるのは最高に楽しいぜ。
So she's provoking Battler again, I see. I bet it's gonna work again, because Battler gets provoked easily.
なあバトラよ、少し改心するから今回も許してくれよ。
Haha, you think?
そしたらさ、もうちょっとマシな殺し方に変えてやるからよ。誰をどの女をどんな風に殺すか、お前の希望も聞いてやるからよ。楽しいぜ、人の命をもてあそぶってのはよ。お前なら考えつく。もっともっとクズ肉にしてやる方法はよ。来いバトラー、南條殺し甘えてみろ。
Ah, Battler, that provoked you? I'm sure it did. Provoked you. The 18th person X was destroyed. But I won't give in. Stop that witch is breathing cold. The end of the third game. It was declared in red that the 4 survivors at that point in time, Battler, Eva, Jessica, and Nanjo, were all unrelated to Nanjo's murder. It was also declared that he was murdered directly, right before his eyes. All other people had the strongest alibi of having their deaths declared in red. Without using the person X, I have to break through this! Right, all the people, all 14 other people did have their deaths declared in red. That's true. Wait, a name can be passed on. There we go. A name can be passed on, just like how Kinzo's name was passed on, just like Conan's name was passed on. A name can be passed on. One of the other people that were dead in red were still alive, or had their name passed on or whatever, were still alive and could have committed Nandra's murder. We're good. I got this. I broke through it. Think! Don't stop thinking! That's right! Never stop thinking! That's right, Battler! That is one of the titles I titled Umineko in episode 3 actually. Regarding this murder in episode 3, I titled it Never Stop Thinking because I genuinely believe that. Never stop thinking. You can find a human way to explain things. Her red doesn't only blind me, it's also supposed to be her weak point. I've got to somehow use it against her. That's right. There's still a gap. Yeah, this way I can break through it. Beatrice's legend of the witch is over. Okay, so he's not gonna stick with the theory that someone passed their name on like I did. Okay, so he's got a different theory going on. What's up then? Oh my god! Oh my god, y'all! This is something I said when Nanjo actually died. I'm pretty sure when we were arguing about this in episode 3, I was like, but you told me that they all died, but you never told me when. What about when? This is actually something I came to a conclusion to in episode 3, but just kinda left it and kinda forgot about it, even though it's something I already figured this out in episode 3, but I just forgot. That's crazy, I mean. And now about to saying this, it reminded me of, oh yeah, I already thought about this before. I already thought about how one of the people that died could have killed Nanjo and then died after, which is why she could say in red that they died. The time at which the death was declared in red was not the incident, Dr. Nanjo. Strictly speaking, it was in the fight between me and Eva after Dr. Nanjo's corpse was found. True! True! And the person could have been... The person that killed Nanjo could have been killed as well or died accidentally somehow between the time Nandra's corpse was found and the time Battler and Eva were arguing. Eva teach it.
つまり南條先生を殺した時点では生きていた何者かがエヴァの死亡宣言までの間に死亡していればその感激は縫えることになる。つまりはこういうことさ。エヴァの死亡宣言で初めて死亡とされた人物の中に犯人がいて、その人物は最初うまいこと死んだふりをして俺たちをやり過ごした。そして赤での死亡宣言がないまま俺たちには死んだと思い込ませた。そして南條先生を殺し、その後に何かの理由で死んだ。
This is a good counter, not just out of not just a good counter for like being an absurd theory. This is a good counter that can actually work as the real truth of what really happened. Not like the exploding food bombs in episode 2. This is a good counter for like what could have actually for real happened.
そしてその後にエヴァが赤で死亡宣言を出す。以上の仮説でも南條先生の事件は説明できる。
I can't believe this is something I came up with in episode 3 when it happened, and I just kind of left it there. That's insane, I mean. This was from the very beginning. This was the best theory and the most realistic theory. I came up with this whole TV technology that we don't know yet, shooting through the screen theory. When I already had a much better theory right then and there with this that Babs coming up with, which is already, in my opinion, better than the theory that Kinzo's dead from the very beginning of the episode, in my opinion. And yet I just kind of left it there, even though this was such a fantastic theory that completely blocks everything Eva teaches had in red. And I just kind of went, I'm dumb. I already came up with this, and I'm still dumb. How's that, Beatrice? Is that the killing blow? Do you have any red to counter that? When he firstly asked that question, it was a terrible sound that could only be likened to that of a compressor. And a blue stake as thick as a log appeared from under the earth and skewered the golden witch, Beato, pulling her up into the air. Wow! From under the earth. Okay, but that clearly came up from the sky, but okay, we'll allow it. Again, all these came up from the sky, but okay, we'll allow it. Ugly tearing sounds rang out one after another, and each time a blue stake or wedge appeared and impaled in Beatrice's body. When that finally ended, her tragic form was exposed there, pincussioned by more than 10 stakes, and wedges all over her body and dripping with blood, dangling and crucified. Oh! There was none of the dignity of the brutal witch who had sneered at the honor of the dead, and toyed with and killed hundreds of the living. Oh, that's a fitting death, though. Vlad the Impaler would be proud of this. Vlad the Impaler would be proud of Battler. This is a crazy death, yo. Impaled just straight through. She's sticking up into the skies, yo. Wow. Yeah, she's dead, bro. Oh my. Okay. Alright. Well, I don't approve of her dying. I don't approve of Battler killing her here, but I mean, she dead. Alright, that declares that. That's done. That's done now. The rain, which had started falling at some point, quietly tormented the crucified witch. Just like how it's tormenting George. Yeah, have that back at ya. Gap. Yeah, see, this is your master. Yeah, look, she's getting the George treatment. Even worse. She's As Battler heaved with his breathing, he waited for some kind of answer from the Golden Witch. Although it wasn't long, it took the witch at least a little bit of time before she showed any signs of life. I'm sure it does, you prick. You could argue that, but I still do not condone her being killed here. Even as he said that, it seemed Battler had lost a little of his forcefulness at this extremely pitiful sight. He couldn't help but avert his eyes from a woman exposed in such a brutal fashion. even if she was his enemy. But even so, unless he destroyed Beatrice, the battle wouldn't end.
バトラー頼むよ。
I beg you? What do you beg of me? Huh? Beato let out a sob.
言ってよ。
Not this freaking soundtrack, yo! Nah, 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 you're not doing this to me right now. Nah, you're not for Beato. You're not doing this to me.
すげえ言ってよ。終わらせて。終わらせて。
You can't just be playing my favorite soundtrack right here. That's crazy.
これでもまだ死ねねえんだよ。
I feel no sympathy, 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 I feel no sympathy. Come on. Let's let the coping more. It's a soundtrack, of course. I feel no sympathy. I don't know what you guys are on about.
こんなに言ってるのに
I feel no sympathy.
死ねねえんだよ。
I feel no sympathy. Soundtrack, go away. I feel no sympathy. I feel no sympathy. I feel no sympathy. I kinda wanted this. I feel no sympathy. I feel no sympathy. Woo. Remember how she toyed with the lives of all the people. Remember how she killed all those people. I'm not forgetting that. I feel no sympathy. No compassion. There's no room for compassion. No sympathy. We're good. She can sniff all she wants. She's tricking me again, I bet. No sympathy. She's tricking me again. She's tricking me again. Boy who cried wolf or not, she's tricking me again. Nah, 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 she ain't getting me. Ha! As if! It's Zigbar. Zigbar for freaking Kingdom Hearts 3 ending, bro. He comes back and goes, as if. Yeah, this ain't getting me.
俺に何を求めやがる。
終わらせて。この苦痛から
This is better than death, though. Eternal pain.
解放して。
You deserve it. Eternal pain rather than death. We're good. We're good. That's good for me. Battle, don't give what she wants. Don't give her what she wants. Battle's expression is a soggy mess of blood and tears. Certainly, Battler had been tricked by her at one point, so he could probably have suspected her expression and even her tears of being an act. That's right, Battler! No sympathy! However, Battler believed those tears. After all, those tears had the red of truth mixed in with them. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! I thought this came to my mind, but we'll leave it there for now, I think.
どうすりゃいい？どうすればお前の痛みを終わらせられる？
If what I just read is what I think is what I just read, then
今からすべて晒すから。
I don't think you can move your body that much, let alone get yourself naked, Beato.
それが笑わぬ心臓。
My heart? The frick?
心臓。
Shinzo Sasageo? No. Shinzo. That's not right. No.
殺し
Kill me. You've said that before. You've said that before. I don't want to give that to you. I don't want to give you death.
ベアト。
殺して。
You choose to believe these tears. You choose to believe this right now. You've been tricked before, yet you're still choosing to believe this. Crazy.
もう死ぬ。
She can be the boy who cried wolf. I'll continue with this. Bro, I swear to God right now, guys. I swear to God right now. Right now, I'm telling you. Beato, if she comes back from this cackling, he's like, haha, let's keep going, more games. Episode 5, we go. I'm telling you this right now. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, she tricked me. Don't worry. I'm protected from that now, because I'm ready. I'm ready for that. Don't worry. All right. Nah. No, none of that. I've already proclaimed that I'm never gonna get tricked again. No way. With those tears of pain and torment, or else. Either way, that pitiful expression was painful for Bethel to look at, even after burning with such anger.
エンジェルのところに帰ってあげ
帰るためじゃない。お前の痛みを止めるために。お前の願いを聞く。
That's crazy.
ありがとうバトラー
With her last breaths, Beato summoned up all of her remaining strength and managed to close both of her hands into fists. A red light began to gather at those fists. So, something earlier that was stated about the red truth made me think of something. But again, I'm gonna... Red light began to gather at those fists. Okay, let's just... Then she lifted her arms as though wishing for something from heaven.
バトラーなら殺せるから私のすべて心臓を潰して
心臓。
貫いてね
The red light around both her arms got stronger and stronger.
Oh, ne.
She got that far into the word, and then her face tilted to the side a bit. Her right arm lost its light and flopped down. But her left arm alone did not lose its light, and remained held up towards the heavens. Then, before Battler's eyes, another Beato appeared with a faint form, transparent like a curtain. So this is the other Beato. The Beato that was talking to Beato when she proclaimed that Battler had a sin earlier on this episode. The crucified Beato had already lost consciousness. However, the newly appeared faint Beato quietly looked at me, her eyes expressionless, and spoke in an uncharacteristically polite tone. I can't speak today, man. In an uncharacteristically polite tone, god damn it.
後ろにはバト
She's speaking in red, okay? So she's like, alright, you don't believe me because you think I'm tricking you. Alright, so then I'll speak in red. So now you'll believe what I'm saying. Alright, that's become the solution, huh? No sympathy though, still.
今から私があなたを殺します
Huh? What? Okay.
それで
And?
そしてたった今この島にはあなた以外誰もいませんこの島で生きているのはあなただけです島の外の存在は一切干渉できません
And right now there's no one other than you on this island. The only one alive on this island is you. Nothing outside the island can interfere. How do you explain all the other murders then? I understood. You're gonna tell me Battler killed everybody, or you're gonna tell me someone killed everybody else, then you or whatever the last person died in an accident or committed suicide, and Battler's the only one left? Interesting. I understood. This was the only thing left keeping Beatrice a witch. The final mystery. Huh? Oh. And Beato was holding it out to me, entreating me to solve her final mystery and kill her. What is the final mystery then? Bat was the culprit? That's a crazy twist if that's true. I made a joke about how Bat was the culprit all along, but that's crazy. What's the final mystery?
来いよ。お前の最後の謎。俺が受け取ってやる。
I'll accept your final mystery.
この島にあなたはたった一人。
So who killed
そ
everyone
しても
else?
ちろん私はあなたではない。 な
So
のに私は今ここにいてこ
you're
れからあなたを殺します。
you're all alone on this island, and of course I am not you. Yet I am here now, and I'm about to kill you. Okay.
南條先生殺しの謎の強化版ってわけか。
Okay.
それで
Like a sleeved up version of the mystery of Dr. Andre's murder. So, how I'm supposed to solve this?
私は誰？
Who am I? Are you Asumi or something? Are you supposed to be my mother or whatever? Well, not my real mother, I guess. Are you supposed to be, or maybe you're supposed to be my real mother? Oh! 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 Did I just make a realization? Oh! Oh no! 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 Wait! 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 Kinzo had a mistress 19 years ago. Asumi is not Pater's mother. Rudolph. No. Wait. 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 Oh my god. Wait. Who am I? That's not a Persona reference. Who am I? I've been loving you. My head is exploding. There's no freaking way. You're Battler's mother? You have a sin. 6 years ago. You have a sin. Battler wanted to restore Asumi's. Battler wanted to protect Asumi's. Ishiroma Battler. Battler wanted to protect Asumi's pride. Rudolph remarried to Kirie. Beato, Kinzo's mistress, quote unquote. Asumi. How would that connect? Who am I? You. Of course, I am not you, yet I am about to kill you. Who am I? That's the final mystery. Has Battler figured it out then? If Beato is Battler's mother. No, 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 no. No, because. Nah, I think I'm making. Was it hinted at earlier on this episode when she was talking about how Asum is not his mother? But then. Who am I? Beatrice, the Golden Witch, aka Battler's mother? His real mother? Guys, I'm gonna press. I don't know what the answer is.
それが
This code.
お前の最後
Is
の
that your
姿勢
new soundtrack? Is that your final question? Here we go. Let's read, guys. Alright. We gotta read this. Then Betty just... They're hugging each other. Okay. He hugged her. Cast. Tea party's over. Beto's mother. Beto's mother died on the 10th fire. Died in 1998. Angie died in 1998. Okay. 10th fire. Sakutaro. If you so desire. 9th fire. 9th fire? 7th fire. I'm supposed to read the lyrics as well of the song. Second twilight, first twilight, eighth twilight. Monjo. I'm not reading the lyrics right now. I'm just reading the twilights. Fourth twilight. Ninth twilight. Is Eva Beth teacher? Okay. Virgilla. Is Beato Battlefield mother? I mean, I kind of made the I say realization, but that saw out of the blue. It was a spur of the moment thought. Chester 00, Chester 45, Chester 410. This code. All the goats. All the goats. Nobody cares. Okonogi Tatsuro. Amakusa Jusa. He's dead. Sumidera Kasumi. She's dead. Professor Otsuki. That was the professor guy. Okay. Nanjo Masayuki. Yeah. Nanjo's son. Kumasawa Sabakichi. Her son or grandson. Captain Kawabata. The boat guy. Lambda Delta. Burn. Yeah. Lambda and Burn. Okay. Burn Castle. Yes. Yes. And then fourth game. And I lanced the Golden Witch. I'm gonna see Golden Witch thing at the end. Yes. Okay. We're good. Okay. Did that take me 3 hours to record, I wonder? Nah, I don't think so. I think this part is shorter, unless I rile it up at the, let's see. You should have some trophies, yeah. First some trophies, new elements added, and then we get an Unhuman Party. Yep, new elements, Unhuman Party. So I believe the trophies that we finished the tea party, which we'll go check out, and then the next part is going to be the Unhuman Party, which is going to be the last part of Umineko When They Cry episode 4, which is going to be the last part of the question arcs, and it's going to be the last part before I it's going to be the last part before I do the discussion video. So already from this video, let me know what you guys want me to let me know how I don't actually want to say that. I want to see how. Let me know how long the Unhuman part. Let me know if the Unhuman part, if I'm going to need more than one part to record the Unhuman Party at least, right? So that I know whether I want to split up in 2 or 3 or whatever. Don't let me know how long it is. Just let me know if one part will be enough. I know you guys. Okay, I know what you guys are thinking, but okay. I know you guys might be thinking, okay, so well, the Unhuman part is actually 1 hour long, but for you it might be. I'll say this: if it's 1 hour long, I'll probably have to split it in two. Okay, if it's 30 minutes or shorter, I'll probably can do it in one go. If it's 1 hour long, I'll probably have to split it in two. All right. So if it's so basically, if it's, I'll say this: I'll do the cutoff at 45 minutes. If it's but then I'll spoil myself that it's short. Actually, don't let me know. You know, don't let me know. I don't want to know if it's short, but I want to know if I do want to know if I can record it in one go. Okay. You know what? Let's just first read up on the trophy, which is read the tea party. You know, don't let me know. Okay. Only let me know if it's extremely long, like if it's 8 hours long. But then I'll know. Only let me know if it's don't let me know anything. Damn it. This is hard. It's 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 hard because I don't wanna know how long it is, but I also wanna make it as convenient as possible when it comes to recording. But okay, fine. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Alright, episode 4. Character trophy, nice. Let's go. Where's the tea party? Oh, there it is. Episode 4 tea party. Here we go. So then we're just gonna get the unhuman party, which is going to be this, which we're gonna be reading next part. We're almost done. We almost got all the trophies. I don't know what these 3 trophies are, but there might be like read all the episodes, and then this might be read all the episodes, and this might be read all the tea and unhuman parties. That might be what these are. I don't know. But let me know if there aren't and how I can get these trophies. Maybe they'll like listen to every song in the music box and listen to every soundtrack in the music box and listen and look at every picture in the picture thing. Maybe that's what it is. Trophy locked, yeah, we know what that is. And then this might be a trophy that says get all other trophies. Alright, cool. And then we have the unhuman party, which is unlocked here, which we can get into next time. This is the new unhuman party. Click on it already. New episode 4. We're not gonna click on it right now, of course. But yes, this is what we're going to be in next part. It's the unhuman party. Welcome to the tea party of the unhuman. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. What's gonna happen? Battler's killed Beato. I've let out the theory out there. Beato's Battler's mother. So it's out there. That was the final mystery Beato gave to Battler. I am not you, but I'm going to kill you. And by killing Battler, she also dies and disappears or whatever. And Battler gets to go back to Angie now. Whatever that means. So, who's the true culprit? I don't know. How did Eva survive episode 3? I also don't know. Is the riddle of the epitaph? Is it all a freaking epitaph? With the goal of making... With the goal of making the person trying to solve the epitaph realize that Battler's mother is Beato. So Battler is actually Kinzo's child, not grandchild then? Because Beato's his mistress. Or... Then that makes you think of Rudolph in episode 1. Because Rudolph in episode 1 knew that they were going to die already. Rudolph was like, guys, I'm going to die. I'm going to be dead by tonight, Battler and Kiria. So yeah, alright, too bad. Did Rudolph know this because Rudolph has been said to be Battler's father. Is Rudolph being Battler's father? Is that something that was ever stated in Red during the whole discussion about the Battler's family? Or has Battler being Kinzo's grandson, has that ever been stated in Red? I need to go back and check the Red Truth, because now I'm interested. Because what about this? Because now this whole Battler being Beato's son is wild. And that could be what this entire thing's been leading up to. That Beato's actually Battler's mother. Especially because they confirmed that Asim is not his real mother. What if Beato is his actual mother? Only problem is Battler doesn't look like Beato. Doesn't have the same blonde hair features. And Angie looks an awful lot like Battler, and Angie's supposed to be Kiria's daughter. And as you're telling me, Beato gave birth to Angie as well, which doesn't add up, because if Beato was supposed to die 19 years ago, I mean, if she's the one that killed, if she's Battler's mother and she's the one that killed Battler, you might argue that she looks young, but let's not trust character sprites, y'all. Let's not trust character sprites. Just a sporadic random theory I made right there. I have, this is not something that I've thought about before. It's a random thing that popped in my head when she asked, who am I? If she is Battler's mother, she does look young, of course, but I'm thinking, in episode 3 she died. Yeah, but in episode 3 she died 19 years ago, quote unquote, when Angie went on a walk with her. She fell down some cliffs and died. Angie was 6 years old, so it doesn't really add up at least with episode 3 that she would be Angie's mother, if she did die back then. But then you have in every episode she's still hanging about and around. If Eva was the only survivor in episode 3, does that mean that Eva killed Beato in episode 3 and then became the only survivor? She did solve the riddle. Solving the riddle, I guess, is the same as getting survival permission from Beato? What did Eva really solve? Hmm. I'm trying to think in my head, but I don't see anything. Alright, I don't know how long this has been going on for. I don't know how long I've been recording. I think for at least a solid 2 hours, I bet, if not more. I might have been recording for 3 hours by now, though, but I doubt it. I don't know. I doubt we've reached 3 hours, but I know we've probably reached 2 hours at least. So I think I'm gonna stop things here. But yeah, there's that theory out there. Let me know in the comments before I go, though. Let me know in the comments of two things. Alright, we're gonna do the Unhuman Party, but let me know of two things. One, in the music box, let me know which of these soundtracks. I'm gonna show you guys the soundtracks here. This is good. This is easy. I'll show you guys the soundtracks here. Out of these soundtracks, I'm probably going to be listening to one in the entire discussion video that I'm going to be making 2 parts from now. So next part is going to be on Human Party, and then after that, the discussion video. Let me know which of these soundtracks. Let me know for one thing if you guys want me to only listen to one soundtrack the entire video, or if you want to listen to multiple. I was thinking of only doing one soundtrack the entire video, so I don't have to focus on changing up the soundtrack while I discuss with y'all. But also, if it gets boring with the same soundtrack over and over, I might switch it up. So let me know. And then some of the highest like comments, or the highest like comment, will be the soundtrack or slash soundtracks that I listen to. So you guys decide in the comments. I want to let democracy choose here. You know what I mean? I'm going to let you guys choose completely democracy. I'm not going to pull off. This is not a dictatorship. All right, I'm not. I'm gonna let you guys decide what I'm gonna do with that regarding that. So you guys, let me know. You guys look at any of these soundtracks you see here. I'm gonna allow you guys any of the soundtracks you see here. This is what I'm gonna be listening to while with the discussion video. I bet. So I'm gonna scroll down slowly so you guys can get to see all of them, and then you can get, if you're unsure of which soundtrack I should use, maybe you want me to use System Zero, for example, you can listen to them in your own time and check. Okay, yeah, this is a good soundtrack for us for a discussion video. Now remember, it's a discussion video, so we don't want no freaking Dead of the Grave playing. Okay, like that's not a great soundtrack to be playing on a discussion video, if that makes, for example. So soundtrack that's good for discussion or theory crafting, anything like that. It can be multiple, doesn't have to be one, and then we'll see. So yeah, Retru's Fake. What the hell is that soundtrack? There was a soundtrack that played at the end there that I want to listen to again. But anyway, yeah, you guys get to stare at these. It's a question mark soundtrack here. Now, there was a comment that told me that even once I've played all 4 episodes, you don't get to listen to all the soundtracks. Not all of them will be released. I'm not sure if that's also true for the picture box or not, if I get to see all the pictures or not. But yeah, there's apparently, even after I have to do some extra stuff to get to listen to all the soundtrack. I have to go to some external site or something like that. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do all that for an extra soundtrack. You know what I mean? But we'll see. I mean, it depends on if you guys want me to or not. Again, another soundtrack there that I haven't gone, and same thing there. This code is a new one though. This code is the one that we just listened to at the end there, where after Beato asked for who she was from Battler. So there you go. I've shown you guys all the soundtracks. I hope you guys got plenty of time to see all of them, and then you can decide which one you want to listen to. So let me know that, and let me know of what you guys want to discuss in the discussion video. I already have my own thoughts, of course, but it's just like, if you feel like there's a specific thing you guys want to talk about that you know what I mean, that you think will be interesting to talk about. Now, of course, I'm not asking you guys to to literally give me the solutions for thieves or anything like that. Like, discuss how like, don't hint me at, as in, okay, yeah, this is a good point to bring up. When you guys suggest me things that you want to talk about in the video, don't just be like, all right, focus on this one specific scenario, on this one specific thing that happened in this one specific episode, and then boom. And then when I think about it, and then I read back on that certain scene, and I go, oh, I've realized something very important. I don't, not something like that. I mean more like in as a general sense, if that makes sense. I don't want you guys to just straight up give me the answer for what's really happening, because at the end of the day, I need to be working on my own to discover things. More like, a commenter last time gave me a good feedback regarding that, where they said, all right, try to focus on I want to discuss the common things that have happened in the last 4 episodes. What's the common denominator? Do you think there's a main culprit? You know what I mean? Try to find a main culprit that is true for all 4 episodes. that could be something I could discuss, and that's something I'm just gonna take with me. So you guys let me know stuff like that, or maybe you want to discuss, for example, what I've thought of Cross in these last 4 episodes. You know what I mean? Then we can do a little bit of Cross, for example. You know what I mean? Um, and then I'll think about stuff like that. But of course, I'm gonna bring this up again next part before we start the Unhuman Party. Yes. Um, for now, hope you guys have enjoyed this tea party, however long it's been. I think we've almost reached 3 hours. If not, we've already read for 3 hours now. So yeah, uh, this tea part has been crazy, 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 crazy. Uh, from beginning to end, honestly, I even liked the moments where Battler walked around and discovered all the corpses. That was fun, to be honest. It was last part. The first half of last part was generally just a podcast, but you know what I mean. But it was fun still. I thought it was fun reading Battler, checking all the corpses, and trying to theorycraft about how all the corpses ended up there. You know what I mean? And then the fight with Beato started, and it continued on this entire part. Uh, just very high from beginning to the end, and at no point did I ever feel bored. I mean, I've been recording for almost 3 hours now, but at no point did I ever feel bored at Beato and Battler's fight. All the times I always felt gripped and thinking, "Oh, okay, yeah, fair point from Battler," or "Oh, that's a good choose from Beato." This entire part I've been very, very invested. Um, which has been good, which is good. That's good. That's obviously, if I'm not that invested, then that's kind of a, especially on a fight that's supposed to be one of the final fights between two of the main characters in the entire story. If I'm not invested, if I don't care, then that's kind of defeats the point, right? So, yeah, but that was good. I thought it's been a good tea party. Now that I think back on it, this might actually be the best tea party. Let's see, I don't remember any of the other tea parties being as good. Episode three's tea party, I remember, being underwhelming. I remember episode 3 had a better Unhuman Party than tea party. Episode one's tea party was very weird, but everyone just kind of died, and Jessica told Battle that he was the one, he was the best of us. He could deny the witch or whatever. Episode two's tea party, I'll be honest, I don't even remember. Oh yeah, okay, now I remember it. What am I saying? That the tea party were got absolutely humiliated, right? Yeah. Nah, that was crazy, bro. Wait, or was that the one that got humiliated? No, that might have been before it got. That might have been before. I think when I got humiliated might have been at the very end of episode 2. So then what happened in the tea party then? Right. What happened in the tea party was Battler came back. Now I remember. I believe Battler got humiliated at the end of episode 2. Then Battler came back in the tea party like, hey, I'm back again. I'm here to fight. And he declared war against Battler again, and they continued on. And then what happened in the Unhuman Party episode 2 then? Probably a discussion between Lambd and Burn Castle. In fact, that might be when Lambd was introduced. Episode 2's Tea Party. Lambd and Burn and called it out. That might be when Lambd was introduced. Yeah, probably something like that. So yeah, for sure, I think episode 4's Tea Party has been the best, obviously for obvious reasons. Uh, what I find interesting is that at the end of this episode, now this Tea Party, I'm thinking, Beato said in red, there are no other people in this island. So who am I? Other than you, Battler. You're the last person standing, so who am I? So is Berto maybe not Battler's mother, but is Berto just a hallucination from Battler? Who am I? So Berto's just Battler himself? It could be another theory. Because if there's no one else in the island in red, Battler's the only one left. So is Battler, and Berto said she was gonna kill Battler. Did Battler then just straight up kill himself? Is that how it all ended? I don't know. I definitely am going to rewatch that ending bit there because that's and as I'm writing down the red truth, I'm also going to be theory crafting some more. I bet, but yeah. Next was the Unhuman Party. I'll see you guys then. And I think I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about. So, let's see, anything else? Anything else? Because there's something else very important to mention. I mean, this is already a 3 hour video, so you can go on for another couple of minutes if I need to to really think about something to talk about. But even if I do forget something to talk about, if I forget something that I should have talked about now, I can always talk about it next part. Because, but after the next part, I really don't have any chances. Because that's the last part before I record the Unhuman part. So gotta make sure I got everything off. But even then, I could feel safe myself if I forget to mention it both right now and by the end of the next part. I can always leave a comment asking about it. But I think for now we're all good. I think for now we're all good. Oh yeah, I do want to say something though. This is a declaration I'm gonna make right now, and I'm also gonna make it next part, I guess, by the time we get there. And that is, in the discussion video, I will give you guys a yes or no answer of whether magic and witches exist or not. This is a question I'm still thinking about right now, but I'm gonna give you guys a yes or no answer, like a proper yes, witches exist, or no, witches don't exist. Magic or witches don't exist. I'm gonna give you guys a proper answer. I've tried to make it if I come up with a vague answer, that's also a possibility. I've tried to come up with one that is satisfactory enough, quote unquote. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Because the problem is, it does depend on definitions and all that stuff as well, right? It depends on how we decide to define different stuff. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll try to see what I can come up with. But yeah. Um. But yeah, I'll give you guys an answer. In fact, I'll give you guys an answer at the very start of the discussion video. I will give an answer of whether I think magic or witch exists, and then I'll go more in depth on it of why and all that stuff and how I came to that conclusion, and then we'll talk about all the other stuff I want to talk about in the discussion video, and then of course I'll talk about the stuff that you guys suggest in the comments about what I should talk about in the discussion video. I think that should be good. Yeah. But I think otherwise. I think I've said my piece. I swear I'm not trying to drag out this video at all. I swear I'm just trying to think of anything else that I need to say. Like I said, that last thing I mentioned right there, I felt like was relatively important for me to mention. So if there's anything else like that that I should mention, I'm trying to think. But I don't think I have anything. I don't have anything else should need to mention. No. Okay. So I'm gonna leave you guys there. I hope you guys enjoyed this part of Umineko when they cry. I'll see you guys in the Unhuman party next part, which I hope you guys will see me then as well. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this at least as much. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. That's the door, by the way. If you guys tell me to listen to that soundtrack as I make the theories, that would be a very interesting. That actually, maybe not the start of that soundtrack, but the middle of that soundtrack could work really well as a theory or a discussion soundtrack. That could work like dun dun. That's the one that goes dun 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 dun, right? Like that. That could work. For example, that's a good example of a soundtrack that I could use. So yeah, let me know. And also also yeah, I mean, don't just say that now, and if you say at death's door right now and then get top comment, that would be kind of crazy. But yeah, nah, let me know if that's the soundtrack you want to use or not. I mean, I don't know. Let me know if there's any other soundtrack. Let me know if you don't. Also, let me know if you don't want me to listen to any soundtrack at all. You just want me to be in the menu screens the entire time. But then we'll be hearing the sound of the seagulls the whole time, which is kind of. I think it will get annoying eventually with the water and the seagulls. I know it's called Umineko and Makokoroni, you know, Umineko when they cry, when the seagulls cry. I know it's called that, but it will get annoying, let's be honest. So, yeah. But, I'm gonna leave you guys there. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this at least as much as I enjoyed reading it. And I'll see you guys next time for some more Umineko when they cry. The final part of episode 4, the Unhuman Party. I'll see you guys then. Alright, y'all. Peace.